Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Done it.
live
Done.
right now.
Yeah.
We're live
Yeah.
on Big Brother. Please do not swear. Oh, man. We live, baby. We live. We lit, baby. We lit. Another Titans TV edition. We are here right now with my good brother, Akan. And we're about to go in on a particular subject right now. He's called me up to say, listen, I'm on smoke, Cal. The stuff that you're dropping is incorrect. We need to, get this, we need to get this out right now. We need to get this out right now. So I'm all for it. So again, if you disagree with me, family tree, if you disagree with me, I'm here, man. I'm here. Like, all you have to do is holler at me and provide your information. And it's a nice teaching moment for the family. And this is exactly what we are doing. I'm trying to actually pull up the live stream. Give me a sec. Titans TV. Let's see. View channel. Just make sure we're live. Yep, we are live. 6 people. Okay, cool. There we go. So, and again, family tree, let me know if the audio is good, if you're able to hear us nicely. And
Hello.
if you can just talk.
Can they hear me? Can they hear me?
I'm hoping they can hear you. Let's just see.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, introduce yourself, please.
Yeah. I can, man. Been locked in for a little while. Now I'm here to object to certain few things that Callum's put up. But it's all love at the end of the day. No malice, no. You get. Just uplifting, man.
There you go. So, let's get into this right now. I have entitled the show, what is it called? Something like Muhammad is not a descendant of Abraham. Prove me wrong. The brother, was in the comment section saying a few things that I've got wrong, and I'm good, man. I could be wrong. It's very seldom that I'm ever wrong. But on the off chance that I am wrong, I rather my audience members actually correct me and to make sure that we have correct information out there, basically. Because we're not about misinformation. We're about correct information, right knowledge. So, good brother, could you lay out your argument?
Yes. Okay, cool. My argument is that if Muhammad Qusay is the real Muhammad, then according to the Quran, you would have to establish a Qatani heritage. Based on the Quran, the Quran's in reference to is a Muhammad of an Abrahamic lineage and not of a Qatani lineage. So I'm here to object to the Qatani lineage because Muhammad Qusay is from the Quza'a tribe. So and they're not descendants of Abraham. So yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming you can prove that Muhammad al-Qurayshi is a descendant of Abraham. All right, cool. I'm here. I'm listening to the argument. Let's go.
Can you put it on the screen? So can we show Quran verses on the screen if possible?
You will have to do that, basically.
If not, just fine.
You would have to do that. If you could just you could open up your screen. If you've got the Quran in front of you, open up your screen.
I would like you to.
I can't. I'll let you know from now.
Oh, you can't.
I can't actually do it. No, I can't do it. I haven't set up for that.
All right then. So the first premise would be in Surah 22 verse 78, where it says, and strive hard in Allah's cause as you ought to strive, and He has chosen you and has not laid upon you in religion any hardship. It is the religion of your father Ibrahim. You know what I'm saying? So when the Quran, because let's put God to the side for a second. This is the Quran. This is the book talking. You know what I'm saying? The Quran is saying it is the religion of your father Ibrahim. This is phase one. This ain't whole proof I got.
2270.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Surah 2220. Surah 20 what? Sorry. 2270 what?
22. Yeah, Surah 22 verse.
Verse 70. Sorry, what verse is it?
78.
78.
78.
Yeah. Cool. Interesting. Striving away for Allah, striving due to Him, striving due it has chosen you and not placed upon you in the religion any difficulty, the religion of your father Ibrahim. Cool. He named you Muslims before, and
we can read.
Blah blah blah. Messenger is a witness. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. It's there. It's definitely there. So, cool. So you're saying this proves what?
Another place? No, there's another place as well. If we go to
No. Let's use one.
Okay.
We'll just start with
All
one.
right.
That's perfect.
All right.
Cool. So you're saying this proves what?
It proves his lineage to Ibrahim because this is the religion of your father. The word that's used in Arabic is milata ibikum. Milata ibikum. Your father. So yeah. The Quran saying your father Ibrahim.
Oh, so you're saying that you're saying basically that the Quran is saying specifically it's Muhammad's father. Sorry, Muhammad's father, i.e. forefather, obviously not direct father, but his forefather is Abraham in terms of descendancy or geneticism. Context, basically.
Because this verse could be read to him and to the public. So what we understand is every revelation comes to the prophet first. So if we're in a first person angle, this is talking to him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you believe this is talking first person to him. I would disagree with that, number one. And number two, I would say that it is talking metaphorically that Abraham is the father of, inside of Christian literature, it talks about Abraham being the father. You are now the children of Abraham. Even though you are not genetically descendants of Abraham, you are now a child of Abraham once you've converted to Christianity. So I'll say that is what it's
based on Judaism.
Hold on, wait. I'm just let me finish my argument. So I would say it's based upon that metaphorically speech and not like how can I put it? Genetic speech or like speaking specifically about your descendancy. That's number one. And then number two, if we read it inside of the Arabic language, I believe it's a plural. So it's speaking to the community, the people there. So clearly, if you're speaking to the people there, and let's just say, for example, you have Bilal, who is an Ethiopian. You've got Salman, who is a Persian. And you've got other people there who are supposedly Medinians, others that are Meccans, people who are from Rome. And he's speaking to all of these people. Clearly, they may share the same genetic lineage back to Abraham, but it sounds more plausible that it's talking about metaphorically about everybody now goes back to the children of Abraham. And let's quickly go back into the Quran real quickly, 22:78, and it says here, your father, and then as you can see here, this is talking
You're breaking up.
Okay. As you can see, let me actually move if we can see it, it looks like right here, the word 22:78, and the 16th word, I believe, which is abikum, the kum at the end, which is a pronoun. It is a plural possessive pronoun. So it's not speaking directly to Muhammad. It's speaking of the plurality of people who are there. Your fathers, like you, as in the community, the people. So when we're talking about kum is not.
You're breaking up.
Okay, kum. Yeah, it's a plural. It's not singular.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So in Arabic, you have singular pronouns. You have dual pronouns, i.e. if you're talking to two people, and then you have plural pronouns where you're talking to three or more people. So clearly, this is not speaking directly to Muhammad. It's speaking to the community members that
So
are
what if?
present.
But what about? Yeah, yeah. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what about boom? So cool. So I've got more by the way, but let's just stick here for a second. So if you're saying it's talking
Ooh,
to
mad echo.
the
Sorry,
group,
one second,
if you're saying it's talking to a general group, which I do agree. Yeah, yeah.
sorry, let me just see. I'm going to, when you're talking, I'm going to mute my mic. So, family members, I'm trying my very best to make sure, I'm trying to get the best audio for you guys. So, when he's talking, I'm going to mute my mic to see if that's better. Okay. So, go.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right, cool. So within Surah 22 verse 78, as we both know that it can be in reference to a group of people. So if it's talking to a group of people, what about if it was talking to his grandsons or
Sorry,
his
one second.
family relatives, or
One
cousins,
second.
nephews? You know what I mean?
One second, my bro. One second. Because I can hear the echo going on. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do something else because I can see the echo taking place. So, and let me get you to say exactly what you're saying again now. And I'm
Yeah. So when the verse is saying, when it's talking plural, that they're all children of Abraham, is it fair to say that it's also talking to his grandsons, his nephews, his cousins and nieces and family relatives?
sorry. Let me get you to repeat that once more. It's only because I was trying to listen in to
Let me try going doors quick. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Can you hear me? Is it much better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it much better?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, cool. So I was saying, you see, when the verse is talking in plural to a group of people, is it fair to say that it's also in reference to his kids, his grandkids, niece, nephew, family, relatives, cousins? Is it fair to say that?
I would say that it's talking to whoever he's speaking to at that time. I don't know who he's speaking to, who's present, but whoever he's speaking to, that's the community that's there. That's what it's referring to.
So let's say Ali ibn Talib was amongst this group, and Hamza and all his relatives. And if we isolate the other groups like the Bilal and them people you put forward, if we just focus on the Quraysh, what do you think?
So you're saying that this verse is specifically speaking about Muhammad's family.
No, it's including.
So you're saying it's including, so, it's speaking about the foreigners plus his family.
I wouldn't say, in my opinion, I wouldn't take this verse that is talking to all the Muslims. This is talking to specific people because it's saying your father. Because there's a hadith that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, anyone who claims to be of a heritage, or if you claim someone to be your father without full knowledge and intelligence, Jahannam is like hellfire is destined for you. So to claim, and not even in the Quran, I'll find it, but even in the Quran, to claim another person as your father, not spiritual father, we're talking about literal father, that's a sin itself.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm trying to get this. So you're saying that this verse specifically is only speaking about Muhammad's family, who are family members of Abraham.
It's really speaking to anyone that's a descendant of Abraham. And it can extend to spiritual descendants. So it can basically say what you're saying, but it's how you're reading it. You understand? It can be taken like that. It can be taken like that. Because even in Judaism, they do believe that once you become a Jew, you are a descendant of Abraham, even if you're not bloodline related. But I'm talking about the bloodline, because you can't really say this is talking about spiritual or metaphorically. It can be taken literal. And if it's taken literal, then it's a whole different argument.
Okay, so let's just, I can show you within Christian, as you can show you in Judaism, somebody who adopts the religion of Judaism now becomes a child of Abraham.
Yes.
Same as in Christianity, somebody who now adopts Christianity is now classified as a child of Abraham.
I would say child of God. They don't really say child of Abraham. They do. It's there. The teachings is there, but they don't claim that. They claim Jesus and God. And the Abraham thing is not really a loud narrative in the Christian doctrine.
So what I need to do is pull up where that is so I can actually, substantiate my point, which I will do shortly. But I now need to, because you're now saying this is still Abraham, can you show me, in the Quran or anywhere that Muhammad and his family members are direct descendants of Abraham?
Okay, cool. Okay. So, boom. Go to Surah 33, verse 33.
Sorry, I won't be doing any of that because I'm going to be looking for the Christian stuff, the Christians calling Abraham their father. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Cool. All right. Should I read that?
Should I read that? Yeah. So you're going to have to do that. Give me a second. Also, because I have to keep on muting my mic and going through different apps to get you up, basically.
No problem. Cool. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And stay in your houses and do not display yourself like that of the times of ignorance, and perform as-salat and give zakat and obey Allah and his messenger. Allah wishes only to remove our rijis from you, all members of the family, or all people of the house. This word in Arabic is called Ahlal Bayt. Yeah. So now if we go to Surah 11, verse 78, if I'm correct, let me double check. Oh, Surah 11, 78, let me double check. Yeah. Oh, is it 70? No, not 78. It's 73. Surah 11, verse 73. They said, the angels, do you wonder at the decree of Allah? The mercy of Allah and his blessings be on you, O people of the house. Ahlal Bayt. Yeah. So the title Ahlal Bayt is being used for Abraham, Sarah, and Isaac and his household. We can go deep into that. And in Surah 33, verse 33, Prophet Muhammad's family is referenced to as Ahlul Bayt. So the title Ahlul Bayt is the link to Abraham.
Okay, so you're saying that because the Quran mentions the family of Muhammad as Ahlul Bayt.
Yes.
And in another place, it mentions Abraham's family as Ahlul Bayt.
Yes.
It means that they're one and the same Ahlul Bayt.
Yes, and based on Surah 22:78, including that, if we add that too as well.
But do you realize that I have an Ahlul Bayt and you have an Ahlul Bayt?
Yeah,
and just because
I know.
Bayt,
it wouldn't necessarily, let's say, right, in the Quran is being used for specific people, but outside of the Quran, what you're saying, I do understand. But if we go inside of the Quran, if I'm not really emphasizing on the name Ahlul Bayt, is the link that both of them have, and no one else in this book has got that link. Musa alayhi salam, he's linked to that name in the Quran. So that's even another evidence, but we just put that to the side, but that's still within that lineage. You understand? It's that lineage. Ahl Bayt, I think it's something to do with a leading house, or I learned this a while ago, but it's a title that can be used for anyone, but in the Quran it's used for Abraham and Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But I'm not done there. Trust me, we got more to go with. But yeah, let's talk
Okay,
about
let me jump in now then. Okay, just get you to mute your mic and let me just talk.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So over here, oh no, that's not how I get to it. Yeah, there we go. Quran. Let me just get the Arabic up. Sorry, the English up instead of the Arabic. I don't want to confuse everybody. English translation. Cool. So establish. No, where are we? Okay, and strive for Allah with the striving due to Him. He has chosen you and has not placed upon you in the religion any difficulty. It is the religion of your father Abraham, as in the people there. Abraham, Allah named you Muslims. So this is talking about the whole community. It's not speaking about, because otherwise the term Muslims is only applied to Ahlul Bayt, only to the house of what's it called, Muhammad, basically, which is not the case. It's just speaking about the people in general. Named you Muslims before, and in this, that the messenger may be a witness over you, and you may be a witness over the people. So establish prayer and give zakat and hold fast to Allah. He is your protector, and excellent is the protector, and excellent is the helper. So as you can see here, it's not speaking specifically about Muhammad, because Muhammad is, or the messenger is specifically separate from it, because it says here, Allah has named you Muslims before, and in this, that the messenger may be a witness over you, and you may be a witness over the people. So establish prayer and give zakat, etc., etc. So he's saying that the people, right, you've been called Muslims before by your father, Abraham. Now, do we take that all Muslims? Yeah. Do you now say that you are genetically related to Abraham because you now have the title Muslim? I don't think so. What it really means is now you have become a spiritual descendant of Abraham, as it is written within inside of the biblical literature. And it says here, and if ye be Christ's, then are ye Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. So you now receive the promise of, Abraham and so forth, and Isaac, etc. But you are not genetically, even though it's calling you the seed, you are not the literal seed of Abraham, because you don't come from the literal seed of Abraham. You are now the spiritual seed of Abraham, because you are in Christ now. I hope that makes sense. If not, we'll go back and forth. Let me mute my mic before you do talk. And yeah, 1 second. Let me mute my mic first.
Cool. So based on that verse, like I said before, it can be bloodline and it can be taken as spiritual. But you see, when you carried on reading, it will bring another context and understanding. But if you actually just stop at where it says your father, because you can in the Arabic, let me just go back to Surah 22, verse 78, because I'm sure it's got the marker where you stop, and that's the bit I'm on about. Hold on. Surah 22, 78. Yes, it's got the marker where you stop on top of Ibrahim. So when we go from Milata Abikum Ibrahim, if we just stop there and don't carry on reading, that's the bit I'm emphasizing on. If we carry on reading, then it will bring another context and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Literally at the religion of your father Abraham. That itself is a sentence, and you can stop there. That's the bit. Like, I don't even want to move left or right. I want to stay here. Because even in Islam, if we say some du'as or whatever, it wouldn't be the whole, you know what I mean, the verse, it would just stop at a certain place. Where's Milata Abikum Ibrahim? You see how where it's got the Jim at the top? You see where it's got the Jim at the top, yeah? Yeah, you stop there. And you see where it says Milata, it's got the Jim before it as well. So I'm focusing on that middle bit. The religion of your father. Yeah, you see it there? You see it there? Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we read here, Milata Abikum Ibrahim. Yeah, so that translates to the religion of your father Abraham. Yeah. So if we go to the Ahl Bayt verse, yeah, that people who the Prophet Muhammad was saying that blessings to in Surah 33, verse 33, who are they? Who is that group? Who are they? Because they're amongst this crowd here. Because Prophet Muhammad, whoever he's talking to, that he is related to at least one person in that crowd. If
Sorry,
there's 50, at least one of them you have to be related to. So if he's related to one of them, this is where I'm saying the link is there, because outside sources, Syria literature, but I'm not focusing on that bit there. Based on what I'm providing, when he's saying your father Abraham, even when the Quran was being revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, yeah, it was saying your father Abraham, the angel Gabriel or the Namus, whatever angel revealed it to him was. You could say that's another topic, and that's an interesting convo. But who your father is, yeah. So that's not where I'm ending though. There's still more smoke, still, because we got a good places. So if you want to move on, we can do that.
Okay. Okay, so let me just mute your mic quickly.
Sure.
So let's do this. Sorry, I was showing the Arabic before. I know I was muted. So I was showing the Arabic right here is, the start of it, which is Milata Abikum Ibrahim, basically. This is the line that we're talking about, the religion of your father, Abraham. Cool. See, my Arabic is not too bad, It's not too bad. I haven't read Arabic in years, but like that, but it's not too bad. I can still read. Cool. We're there. Let me just, where was my trail of thought going? My trail of thought was going to, that was it. My trail of thought was going to this. Now, according to the standard Islamic narrative, no. There's a standard Islamic narrative, which is Muhammad is a descendant of Abraham via Ishmael, that everybody believes in. Cool. But with inside of the scholarly community of Muslims, they will say to you, we have to stop at a particular point, and anything that takes you back to Ishmael and Abraham is not verifiable. So they say they usually stop at Adnan, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong afterwards. Correct me if I'm wrong. They usually say we're going to stop here because we cannot trace it back properly back to Ishmael and Abraham. So even then, there is a stop-off point. So it's like you cannot historically prove, and I'm not saying that Muhammad is or isn't a child of or descendant of Abraham. I'm not saying he is or isn't. I'm saying you cannot historically prove that Muhammad is a descendant of Abraham. Even if you want to go from a traditional perspective of Islam, even they, i.e. the scholarly community, say we cannot even trace that back neither. And anybody who tries to do that, it doesn't work. Okay, so, but you're saying that you can prove that Muhammad is a descendant of Abraham utilizing the Quran. And I don't know how you're going to be able to do that, because you're basically doing something that historians can't do and the Muslim scholars are shying away from doing. So I'm going to give the floor back to you again.
Nah, I'm not really basing my whole thing on the Quran. Remember, I did tell you before the show started that I've got the Sirah literature on deck as well, but I'm still writing and working on that. But if we're just gonna base it like just from the Quran, let's just the Quran, then this is the premise I'm dancing with you with. But if we're going to use Sirah literature and other things, that will be like a tafsir, and what I'm providing is gonna be kind of a difficult round. It has to be, because the names I've got, you gotta remember, Ismail, that very name itself would potentially have come from a biblical tradition. So what would the Quraysh and the people of Muhammad, what would they have known Ismail as? Because, for example, I'm from the Akan, yeah? We have stories of Jacob and Esau and not all the prophets, but a lot of biblical characters within the Akan tradition, but with different names. And this you can be found in other cultures as well. So they have something similar, the Arabs, regarding Ismail, yeah? And the name that I can find in their tradition, which is in reference to Ismail, yeah, the name would be Arak Farah. Yeah, this is in Ibn Kathir's book. This is in the life of the Prophet Muhammad, the Sirah Nabawiyah, Imam Ibn Kathir. In his book, he talks about Ismail's name being Arak al-Farah. Yeah. Now that name is very crucial and detrimental, because in Judaism, they have a tradition that Joseph named Ephraim after his two fathers, Abraham and Isaac. The Ephraim is plural. If you take away the plural, it becomes Ephah. Ephah means something to do with the dust or the sand or the ground. Yeah. So based on their Judaism oral tradition, Abraham and Isaac have nicknames. Yeah. This same thing is found mimicked in Islam regarding Ismail. Yeah. So there's an oral tradition going on over here with regarding certain people's names. So that's just one. That's not even all of what I've got to provide from the Sirah. We've got way more. But as we're going back into the Quran, let's go to Surah 368. Surah 368. Surah 368. Verily, among mankind, verily, among mankind who have the best claim, to Ibrahim are those who followed him. La la ladina ataba'uhu. Yeah. So those who followed him. So that would be either spiritually, either through descendants, like those who followed him, like his lineage, or spiritually, that would be his friends or followers, or his descendants, basically anyone after him or in his time that was following him or following his accord. Yeah. Wahadal Nabi'u, and this prophet. So the Quran saying Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has got the best claim to Abraham. I'll mute my mic.
Perfect. So again, to me, it just shows that you're proving my point. And my point, let me just go to it. My point is, it's the Christian claim. It's not talking about genetic descendancy of Abraham. It's just simply those of you who are just like, Judaism. If you now become a Jew, you are now a descendant of Abraham via conversion. And if ye be Christ's, i.e., you are a follower of Christ, then ye are Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. So again, it's not being a direct descendant of Abraham, but you are now a spiritual seed of Abraham or a spiritual child of Abraham because you're following Christ. Okay. And this is exactly what the Quran now chooses to parrot, in the sense that indeed the most worthy of Abraham, so those of you who want to claim that you're Abraham, among the people are those who followed him, i.e., follow exactly what Abraham did, and this prophet. We can put in there
But
Muhammad.
read 67. What does 67 say?
Oh, 67. Let's quickly go back. Abraham was neither a Jew nor a Christian, but he was one inclining towards truth, a Muslim, and he was not of the polytheists. So if you follow Abraham, you are now, and indeed the most worthy of Abraham, i.e., those worthy of being numbered with Abraham among the people are those who followed him, i.e., submitting to God, and this prophet, and those who believe.
But
again,
remember, it's talking about the claim.
It's not talking about a direct descendancy or direct lineage. It's just those of you who are, what's the word? Who are submitting to God and doing as Abraham did.
Why would it use Abraham? Why would it use Noah or like King David? Why Abraham? And furthermore, you got to remember, the claim you're saying, you would literally have to demonstrate it via the Quran. Because I hear you using the biblical side, but the claim you're claiming via spiritual, because I do have that understanding, 1,000,000%, I understand. But you're literally going to have to show me that in the book for me to be like, ah, cool, you're right. Not the Bible.
Okay, so it's quite easy to show you that. It says that those who are Muslims are the children of Abraham. So I'm saying that there are Muslims in China, there's Muslims in England, there's Muslims in the US, there's Muslims in Ghana, there's Muslims in Australia, there's Muslims all around the world. Are you now saying that all of those individuals are direct descendants of Abraham? Or,
No.
which makes more sense, because you are converted to Islam, you are now numbered as a descendant of Abraham according to the Quran. And let me just go back to the Quran to substantiate my point.
Yeah.
1 second. Sorry, just mute your mic because I don't want there to be an echo.
Sure.
We was at, let me go back. Okay, and the strive for Allah will, with the strive due to him, he has chosen you and has not placed you in the religion any difficulty. It is the religion of your father, Abraham. Allah named you Muslims before, and in this, and you literally brought us to it, where Abraham is neither a Jew or a Christian, but the term Muslim is being introduced. And in this revelation, that the messenger may be a witness over you, and you may be a witness over the people. So clearly, it's saying that your father, if you follow the religion of your father, Abraham, and Allah named you Muslims before, it's telling you that if you are a follower of Abraham and you become a Muslim, you're now, a child of Abraham. You're not saying, your father, you're not saying that Abraham is now your father because you followed Abraham. Doesn't mean that it is a genetic descendancy.
So what if we emphasize on the Ahl Bayt? Why is Abraham called Ahl Bayt? Why is the family of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, called Ahl Bayt? Because if you're gonna claim that's spiritual, you gotta remember that's your claim.
Let's break it down like this, right? So your claim, let's just make it real easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Your claim is this is talking about a direct descendancy, but my claim is this is talking about a spiritual descendancy. Okay.
I wouldn't say Surah 22:78. Like I said before, and I'll say again, it can be both ways how you take it. It can be spiritual and it can be bloodline. Because the person that's a bloodline descendant of Abraham, they can take it, they can be spiritual. Because you got to remember, those who's not circumcised, yeah, they could have the blood of Abraham. But if you're not circumcised, you're not a part of the household. So it could all be good, yeah, the direct. But at the end of the day, it's not really emphasizes on the direct. It is what you're saying, spiritual. But you got to remember, there's the bloodline descendants of an eponymous ancestor called Abraham. Yeah. So who are these people? This is what I'm talking about. Who are they? And even if it's just one person, and if they're related to the prophet, the whole dynamic changes, because it's not just showing a spiritual connection, but it's showing a physical connection also.
All right. So your argument is this is a direct physical descendancy and a spiritual descendancy, whereas my argument is just simply this is talking about a spiritual descendancy.
Yes.
Just want to make sure that, yeah.
Yes.
Now, I've put forward my argument, okay, as to why it is a spiritual. You've put forward an argument to say that because Muhammad's family is also mentioned, was also present, i.e., you said that his grandchildren and Ali, etc., was present. Therefore, it is now speaking about his physical descendancy that links him back to Abraham, and it's also spiritual because everybody else who was present here in the Quran, it could come from different nations.
Yes.
So therefore, it could be both.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I would leave it there as the summation of the arguments. I will let everybody else in the comment section, kind of like vote or say like, who do they lean with most? I'm not saying, if Akan is right, then Akan is right. If Kalam is right, then Kalam is right. It's only you guys can make up that decision in your minds. Who has the better argumentation? Cool. Yeah. Then we got Easy Bands. Let me just quickly read through the comments as well.
Big up Easy Bands. Last time we had the Mazza, but he's cool, man. It's love.
Perfect. All right. All right, cool. So what I will do now, if you guys would like to come on in to this specific show, I will bow out from the show and I'll get you guys to come on in because I know because of the way I've set this up, there will be an echo if I try to speak a lot. So if I can just let you guys flow and have conversations, that will be best. Okay. So what I'm going to do is send you guys the link. So just bear with me. I'm going to send you guys the link in YouTube world.
MK.
Wait. I need you to just keep your mic muted because it's going to do the echoing. Okay.
Turn your...
All right. So hopefully you can get the StreamYard. Where are we? Invite, copy the link. Link has been copied. Let's share this with you guys. So if you would like to come in and have conversations, and again, we want to do these debate style shows or discussion style shows where you guys get an opportunity to actually, discuss and debate with each other. That would be awesome. Somebody has joined. I can't see just yet. Give me a second. Asar M. Carr has joined the panel. Again, I will be muting my mic. You may be able to see me in the background, but I'm going to keep my mic as muted as much as possible so everybody can have a conversation without the mics being, the sound being duplicated. Let me quickly just read through some of the comments before I do bow out. Let's quickly see. Boom. Yo, big up Kalam. Banksy. The claim that Muhammad is a direct family line from Ishmael. Yeah, okay, cool. Adoption, spiritual child. There is a supposed lineage. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, cool. I've read enough to just allow everybody else to come on. We've got Easy Bands. I'm going to mute my mic because I can already tell that it's going to be a madness. You guys can talk. Wait 1 second. Let me just get to it and tell you when. There we go. All right. You guys can talk in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Peace to the panel. Peace.
Emitab, brother Akani. Emitab, brother Easy Bands. I want to show the physical lineage that they claim so that, and then what you'll see is when you go to this physical lineage, if you start looking for parents of so and see how they're connected, it falls apart. And this is why the scholars cannot connect it. You mind if I share my screen, big brother Kalam? Dua and no dua. Here we go. Share screen. Let's hit entire screen. That one there. Share. And let's go here. So this is the lineage here. It goes from Ibrahim to Ishmael. And when you go through Hadar, Aram, Adwa, Wazi, Zari, Sami, Nahi, Muksar, all these names here. Let me go down. You go all the way here through this here. And you get to Muhammad. The problem is when you start to look up the parents of these individuals here, you start to run into trouble. You start to run into non-connections. You start to run into things that are not generational and possibly not related. So this is the supposed physical lineage of Ibrahim to Muhammad. And this is why the scholars don't take it fully. If you go through Isaac and then you go through Yaqub, you're Jewish, you're all this stuff over here, all the way to Isa, all the way to Jesus. Over here is Muhammad, and you go through this line here on this side. For the discussion, a spiritual child is not the same as a lineage. And so this is why Kalam have won the discussion. But when you talk about the physicality of the lineage, you would bring this out, and then you would force Kalam's hand to start to pull out which one of these people in here is not connected. And he can pull about 10 of them. So if he dug down deep, right?
What is I'm baffled. Who's not connected to who? You're just showing me something, and this.
Well, go do the homework, because this is your debate, right?
No, present where I'm wrong. Don't just claim it. Show where I'm wrong.
Well, you didn't even show this, so you would be wrong already, because you didn't even have the lineage. You had the spiritual line. You said, see, all Muslims are connected.
What's this?
And all Muslims are not connected, because we know there's different Muslims. So you was wrong there.
We can read from the text if you want to.
Yeah, the text doesn't say any of these names. So you're wrong.
What do you mean?
So let me say it again in case you're missing it.
Where's that from?
None of these names are in the text connected, and you didn't show or present this, so you would be wrong.
That wasn't part of the thing what me and Callum spoke about.
Yeah, but did you show this? Did you show the lineage he asked for? This says physical lineage, meaning related to. You didn't. What you did, you showed the spiritual line showing religious ties.
No,
did you show any of these family members?
That was completely wherever you're
okay, so when did you talk about Solomon and Nashid?
But where you see this
when did you talk about Hazan and Awaz?
No, you see this source.
Yeah, you didn't do it.
Provided.
So that's why you would lose that.
All right. Moment. You see the source you've provided. Can you show me where you got it from, please?
This comes from a few different scholars who tried to connect the lineage.
That's
why I told you to go do your homework, because you didn't even present this lineage.
What you're doing now.
What I'm showing is the lineage that they tried to connect. What you didn't show is any of this. So
what you're showing is not proving nothing.
It doesn't prove anything, because just like they can't connect it, you can't connect it.
But you're showing
this
a
is
connection,
at least the supposed lineage that they discussed.
I'm confused.
You didn't even show this.
You're showing a connection.
We're showing the supposed connection. You haven't done the homework to claim it. You're watching my work and trying to claim it. You had to do this in the discussion. You didn't.
Read from a source. You just show me a picture and thinking that I'll just take your claim. No, I won't.
You don't have to take my claim, because I don't claim it.
Very hard-headed.
We asked you to do it, and you showed none of it.
You gotta go hard, and that's not hard.
What's not hard is the fact that you couldn't even show the lineage, and I did.
From Adnan, you've got
and that's what he asked for.
2, 3.
So how come you didn't talk about any of the family members? 6, talk to us.
7, according to the source I have, is 7 lineages from Adnan to Ismail.
What you didn't show any of them.
What you didn't show none of them. Like over 30 lineages. Like, bro, you have to give me the source where you got that from.
You got to show us your source. You saying you claim this, but you didn't show us anything.
No. Listen, you're big.
And not only did you not show us anything, you couldn't name any of the lineages when you were having a discussion with the line.
Because number one, you
made an illogical fallacy.
All right, so brothers, let me just interject right quick, just so that we both know, like,
he didn't show any of that.
all right, let me just interject right quick.
Say I didn't show whatever I didn't show. At the end of the day,
we got the video.
Let me just interject right quick, just so that everybody knows where everybody's at, right? So I can't. So this is what you said, right? I can't.
Easy bands. Wait. Easy bands. I've got you.
No, because if you guys just keep going, you're just gonna keep talking over each other, brother.
Easy
bands. Let me just interject.
Easy bands. I've got you, bro. I need to talk to this guy because
I'll let you speak right after this. I'm not gonna take too much time.
Easy bands get a word in real quick. We already seen the debate.
You know what I'm saying?
Let brother Easy Bands
brother.
Back. No. We're not moving.
I'm gonna let you speak, man. I'm gonna let you speak. Just give me 5 seconds.
Where you got that from? Don't just show me
give me
some
5 seconds.
Oh, goodness, man.
Provide
just give me 5 seconds,
where you
bro.
got that from,
brother Akani. Why didn't you do the homework to know it and have it,
bro? Provide the source,
Akani. Why didn't you do the homework to know it?
I have done the homework. That's what I'm saying. Provide where you got that from.
Sorry, let me open it back up to. Sorry, keep your mic muted.
So
let me open it up to Easy Bands.
Basically, just describe what both of you guys are saying, right? So that now we could get to, I guess, discuss the points that both of you guys brought up. So Akan brought up some verses from the Quran. I'm pretty sure it was. He brought up some verses from the Quran that were describing how Abraham is, the originator of the Abrahamic religions. So in that case, or the monotheistic faith. So in that faith, and in that case, anybody that's a Muslim basically is a spiritual descendant of Abraham. That's what the verses basically said that Akan brought. What Asar Ka brought was an actual genealogy chart. Okay.
But where's the source? He's not provided the source. He's just
all right. That's cool, right? I'm pretty sure Asar is going to respond to you, but I just wanted to stop you guys from going back and forth and talking over each other, and like have a clear position on what you guys are presenting. All right, that's all I was trying to say. And then you could present your rebuttal or whatever, and let Asar, give his response. But go ahead.
Asar, provide where you got that source from. Show me where you got that. I don't want to hear a bunch of scholars put no. Even if a bunch of scholars did put it together, show me the site. Where do I go to find that info? Probably you've got a better one than me. Provide it, please, so I can learn more. Don't just show me something, go because you're a big man, that you're a grown man. If you want to teach the younger brothers, you got to do it diligently. You can't just be like, all right, look, I'm not your age. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna talk to me or deal with me, you got to come a bit better than that. You can't just be like, what's that about? Well, yeah.
So if you're a youth learning from the elder, then you got to come respectable. That means you don't hop in. No. What you do is you pay. See how you doing right now? See how I gave you the floor?
I can't let him speak. Let him speak.
So sit down and listen when the elder talks.
Listen, I ain't got time to listen. You're not look. You're not my direct elder, so don't talk.
No, I'm not your direct elder, but you just addressed me as one. You ask for my information and think it's supposed to just drop down to you as you're supposedly entitled. What you need to do is sit down like a good student so you can hear the information and don't be disrespectful. Otherwise, we'll tell you just what I told you. Go find the source.
At the end of the day, respond, bro.
At the end of the day, hush,
so you can listen because you don't have the knowledge.
I know you can talk, bro.
One of us has the answer to it. So don't hop up.
At the end of the day, I can bring Egyptian language
sit
out.
back and listen so you can get the answer. You don't just do that.
You can't do that.
You come into the elder circle
let's
when
just
you're
switch
youth.
the combo now.
Listen,
let's go to really why you're at me.
Get the permission to speak. You don't have the permission to speak. Of course we agging you because you're talking to your elder and you're being disrespectful. This when we take that belt off and spank you.
I can't.
And that's why. Because you're being bad.
Just let him speak.
If you listen, you don't get the spanking. It's very simple.
Yo, Akan, we let you speak,
Now,
bro. Let him speak, and then you can
I'm
respond
due
to
to
it. If you
come
don't
off
like
in
what
like
he's
the
saying, you
next
can
10
respond,
minutes,
bro.
so you lot can enjoy. You get me? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't going right for me. I'm fasting. I don't need this energy right now. To be frank,
we'll stop providing it, because when you fast, you're supposed to be all ears. But when you fast, you should know
can
better
you
than
just provide me where
So here you
you're
go.
getting
No,
your
shh, be
genealogy
quiet.
from?
Be
Because right now
quiet.
you're
You're
just chatting
fasting.
shit. You're
You're
just chatting shit,
fasting.
bro.
That means you're
Right, what
supposed
I'm
to
gonna
see
do is I'm gonna put the phone
That
to the
means
side and
you
just mute.
that
Yeah,
means you refrain from
easy bands,
speaking.
you man talking it. Yeah, when
Yo,
I'm
Akan,
giving it
just
another
relax,
10
man. You
You
can,
minutes. If
silly,
there's
yo, just
anything
you
stay
silly
on.
interesting
young
to talk
boy,
about,
and that's
I'll
why you
come back.
couldn't
You know
provide
what
the
I mean?
information.
I don't
Sit
want
back.
this.
There you go. and this is the type of respect before I go into this. Now, this is found, just this lineage line is found on Majestic Islam WordPress, because they put it up. But when you go into and you can see it right there, wasn't like it was difficult to find Majestic Islam on WordPress. But when you go into the actual discussion of this, you were going to go to the scholars that break the information down. And the scholars came up with this chain, but they noticed something about the chain when you go into the discussions. When they went into the chain, they started to see some of these people don't have the same relatives to connect them. And if you don't have the same relatives to connect the lineage, guess what? You're not related. So in this position, you're only a spiritual connection, which is why the Quran tells
So
you,
explain
well,
to me, how the
I'm not
fuck are
finished
you related to
talking. Be
ancient
quick
Egyptians?
hopping in,
Tell me, how the fuck are you related to ancient
because you're
Egyptians?
dumb.
How are
Listen,
you
Bro,
related to
guys,
keep
the
guys,
hopping in,
Heru
guys.
being
and all that
Akan,
disrespectful.
bullshit?
When I
How are
finish,
Akan,
you
then you can
related?
relax,
come
guys.
in.
How are you related to them?
We
How?
just told you they're not,
How? No, no, no,
dummy.
no.
That's
No,
why
no,
we
no, no,
told
no,
you
no,
to
no, no.
listen,
Cool,
but
fine,
you're
fine,
not
fine.
even
You're right.
listening.
But how
How
are
are
you
you
related
related?
to
How are you
Esau and Ka?
stupid? We
How are you
just told
related to
you
the
that the
pharaohs?
lineage don't connect.
How can you
Shut
trace
up
it? You
asking
can't
the
even
same
trace
question
your
because you don't
heritage back to
listen.
15th
Now the audience
century, rude
knows you
boy.
stupid too,
You
because you don't
can't go
listen and you
15th
hop in
century.
and bump your
You
gums.
can't
And then
dance like
you
me.
holding up
I
a
can
page
go
that
back.
has
I
nothing to
can
do with the
listen.
lineage. And
Listen.
you had
Forget
30 minutes
anything
with the
Bible.
Quran to
Forget
explain
anything
yourself,
Egypt.
and you
Whatever.
never
I
showed
can
one
go
of these
back to the
people in
10th
your lineage.
century.
That's how
I can go
stupid
back
your
to the 10th
argument was.
century. What can you do? You're here
What
talking
can
about
you do
lineage.
about what?
I
You ain't
can
even
go back
asking
lineage.
a
You
question
can't trace your thing.
directed to the
You
discussion.
can't
That's
trace
why
your.
the
You're worried
person in the
about Prophet
chat said,
Muhammad,
what is
but
he
you can't
talking
even
about? It
trace
has
your thing
nothing
back
to
to the
do
15th
with the
century.
lineage.
Like,
When you
make
All
were
it
right,
make
giving
guys.
your
All right,
sense.
discussion to come on.
guys.
Make
Listen.
it make
So
That's why
far,
you
sense.
so
bump
far.
your
All right,
gums,
How
because
Akan,
are
you
you
did no
related to the
research.
Akan,
That's
Kushites?
why you
You are
lost.
not
Akan,
related to the Kushites. Let's switch the whole
Akan.
topic,
Let.
bro.
Am I
What's your
related to
genealogy
Kushites?
to
Of
ancient
course.
Egypt? What's your
Because
genealogy to ancient
Kushites are
Egypt?
some of your first, and I'm a Congolese, so I already know.
Bro,
So
Khan,
you
you're
have
done.
no
A
You
Khan.
can't trace it.
And
You
then you
can't
tried,
trace
and
your
then you
lineage
said
back
that
to
stupid
ancient
stuff
Egypt.
talking
You
about
can't.
Akan is
It's a
related to
fact.
the Bible. Akan and the Bible are two
Forget that.
different
No, Akan's not in
spirituality
the Bible.
systems.
Akan is
You
not in the
fool,
Bible, you bozo. That's how you know you're
you're a
lacking.
dummy.
Yo,
That's
You
how
yo,
ain't
you know
yo,
you're
yo.
even.
Let's
lacking.
stop the
When's the
name
You
last
sound
time
calling,
like
you
them
man.
people
visited?
Let's
that
stop
go
the
by
name
them
calling.
Can
narratives.
you make a
You're
phone
bozo.
call?
I don't think like that.
I
I
call my
don't
man
think
on
like
the
that.
line
I
right
never
now
said Akan's in the Bible. Now, hear
because
what?
you don't know
I
what you're
want to
talking
know,
about. You just
how
like
are
to bump
you
your gun.
related to anything Pharaoh? How?
How?
Okay,
What you
so
mean?
How?
hold on. Are we done with the? Are
What's
we
your
done with the?
You
Are
genealogy?
we?
stupid? Don't you
Hold
How?
know
on.
Congolese were the first of
That's cap.
you
That's cap.
dummy?
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to
Hold,
hear that.
hold
You
on.
can't
Didn't
even
Yo,
go
Gerald
Akan,
back
Cook
to the
Akan.
10th
tell you
Are we
century.
done?
that the
Are we done here?
You're
Congolese and then the
guessing.
Soup Diddy
You're
had a
guessing.
relationship
You're
early
Hold on,
on?
guessing.
guys.
You're guessing.
Didn't
You're
you
Guys,
see the
guessing.
guys. Pause.
early?
You're
Yo,
Didn't you see
guessing.
the early
You're
yo,
guessing.
pharaohs?
You
The Soup
about Congo. Fuck
were
that,
yo.
from
man. You're
where?
guessing.
Man, y'all
Were
gotta
from
I don't
chill,
want to
where?
man.
hear no
You
bullshit
dummy.
about the
You don't
Congo.
even
You're
know the
guessing. That's what
lineage.
all you
Yo,
Americans
this is
do.
You're
crazy.
dumb.
Guesswork. Go do
Yo,
a
You're dumb.
genealogy. Link your name to a certain
I
ancestor
don't need
with the
to. I'm
same
Congolese.
tradition, same people. Like, go like
Who are
that.
the ding
Do it
who did the Asar
meticulously.
dance?
Don't
Who
give
did
me
the
no
Asar dance? Watch
bullshit
this.
or
Who did the
some
Asarian
Sarnet
dance?
or Kemetic conscious.
What
No, I'm not hearing that.
what did the
I
papyrus say
want to
about
hear
going
your
getting the guy from the
genealogy.
Congo to come do the Asar dance?
What?
Since you're talking,
Bro,
what?
forget a dance. I
No,
want
you
to know
dummy. That's
genealogy.
what I'm
Tell me
talking about.
names.
You don't know
Tell
what
me
you're talking
surnames.
about.
Tell
So
me a
me
Congo name
and
of
Sega
a
Reggie
king.
have read
Give me a king's name that
we've
can
read
go
that
back to the
papyrus for
kingship of push. I don't want to hear no layman. I don't want to hear about no normal person that's doing a salah dance.
Yo,
I don't want to hear no Assad dance.
So now you're using a second argument.
Yo,
Kemetic
Now you're using
name
a second
that a
argument.
Congo
Running
king
around
has
talking
got,
about a
and
Connie
then you can go back
is
and
related
back
to
and back and back
Abraham.
and back.
You foolish.
Yo.
You fool you.
And you would be an imbecile to ever think I'm connecting the name
You
Akan
are
to
an
anything biblical.
idiotic
Because
speaker
wallahi,
in the
stop with the
first
name
place.
calling,
the name
man.
Akan
You
has
just tried to
zero
connect
to
the
do with
lineage
any
and you
name
didn't
in the
show anybody
Bible.
from the lineage.
That's
You're
where we
talking about,
shoot you
see,
down.
the Quran says it's
The
a spirit.
name Akan has zero to do with
man.
any biblical character
Easy Bands,
in the
he a mess.
Bible.
Keep going, Easy Bands.
And
So
that's
All
where
right.
you think I was going back.
Let me just put
That's
up the
where you
scoreboard.
error.
The lineage.
Why
Yo,
I'm
let me
laughing
just put up.
is because while you're making fun out of a lineage,
Let me just put up
you
the scoreboard,
yourself
bro.
can't
Yo,
trace
Akan,
yourself
relax,
back
man.
to the simple 1500s.
Yo, Akan.
You can't even dance like me,
Akan.
bro.
Yo,
I
Akan.
can literally
You're talking
go
about the
in the
1500s.
10th
The Quran was finished in the
You
1400s.
can't.
Speak, Easy Bands.
Yo,
He's done.
Akan, let me just put up the.
Easy
Let me
bands,
just
no,
put.
easy
Let me
bands.
just put up
Listen,
the
easy
scoreboard.
bands,
Yo,
easy
Akan,
bands.
bro.
No,
Let somebody
easy
speak,
bands.
man.
I'm talking to you now, easy bands. Yeah, listen, bro. If you want this to be entertained or whatever, please let him answer my question. What's his genealogy to anything Pharaoh?
So hold on. Let me speak now. Let me speak now. I just let you speak, right?
You let them speak.
Let me
But we
speak.
already covered the ding, the
Yo.
papyrus where it shows the ding connected to them. And we've already got the early lineage for the people in the Congo to show
Bro,
the connection.
I want to see
genealogy.
You're done, man. You're done, homie.
Yo.
You're done, homie.
Yo,
You're not
Show
showing
your
anything.
connection to the the person in the Bible you claim, Akani.
And I can trace myself back to the ancient kings of Egypt.
Show it to us
Way
now.
better than you.
Show it to us. Hold on.
Way
Show it to
better
us
than
now.
you.
Show it to us
Any
now.
second, and I
Show
won't
it to
show
us
you
now.
because it's only
Show
going to
it to
give
us.
you a form of information which you're lacking.
So
You
Akani
blatantly
like
lack knowledge,
we
bro.
lacking. We already showed
You
them.
lack.
Show us your connection to the
bro.
king. Show it to us. We'll be here
Hey,
forever.
easy bands,
We'll
don't
be
be
here
quiet.
all
Don't be
summer
quiet
waiting for
when
you
you
to
say
show
show
that
to us. Because when
information.
I'm asking
Hey,
you to
Easy
show
Bands,
Pharaoh,
he's done.
you want to
He's
talk.
done.
No. Show me
Bro,
your lineage to the
all right,
pharaohs.
all right. Let me speak.
Show
right
me
quick,
your
bro.
lineage to the pharaohs.
All right,
and
let me
I
speak
will
right
show
quick.
you my connection.
All right, let me
like
speak
that.
right quick. Yo, Akan. So listen, man. Callum had a topic that we're talking about, bro. So let's stick to the topic, right? If you guys want to,
I don't mind.
If you guys want to switch,
we
right?
already got smoke from before, man. Don't worry, man.
Okay,
This
so
is
let me put up.
smoke.
Okay, so let me put up the scoreboard and see where we're both at, right? The points that both of you guys made. Khan, you came with a few verses, right? That basically described how we Muslims are spiritual children of Abraham.
Nah, that's not the angle. It can be read like that, but it can be read in how I'm saying it as well.
It definitely did not show genealogy.
No, but you got to remember,
so you have to.
Christian, so you're going to have a biased point of view.
So then you have to, if that's
you're
your
actually
point, you have to prove
remember,
that.
And we already had a little tit for tat, so you're going to have a bias. It's not
No, I can't. Listen. My thing is, right, if that's your point, you have to prove that, okay? This is how the debate keeps going on, right? You brought a few verses, and now you're saying that it's actually talking about genealogy, so go ahead and prove that. What the other brother did
somebody called me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. What I was saying is, what I was saying is that if that's your point, right, you're gonna have to prove that, bro. All right, and then for the other brother,
but wait, before you say anything, do you believe the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is not a descendant of Ishmael?
There's no proof that there is
All
any.
right, so then
hold on,
whatever you're
bro.
saying for me to do whatever,
listen,
I don't really.
So what do you have to do? So what do you have to do?
It's not an open mind thing. Where if I actually show you,
you're listening. I can't, bro.
You've already got a premise, so it's pointless. It's actually pointless.
Listen, bro. Let
bro,
somebody else speak, man.
Wallahi, it's pointless.
So what? You're not gonna let anybody speak?
That's not biased, bro.
So you're not gonna let anybody speak?
Talk, but whatever you're saying, that I've just done it from a spiritual point of view.
Why are you acting like that, man? Just let somebody else speak. Yo, listen. All right. So what now? So you asked me if I believe Muhammad is a descendant. Why should I believe, or anybody else believe? Convince us, bro. Bring a proof to convince us.
Is it fair to say you don't take the view that he's an Ishmael? Is it fair to say that?
Hold on, bro.
Is it fair to say
hold on, fam.
I don't need to prove nothing to you.
Hold on. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because this is a debate, right?
I don't need to prove nothing to you, though.
There's a debate topic, right?
I don't need
the
to prove
debate topic is
I don't
Muhammad
even need to answer you.
Yo, bro, you
actually
talk
just
too much, man. To
entertaining
be honest with you, bro. Yo,
See, man, my
that's
fault.
not manly, bro. Just be a man, bro, and relax and wait your turn to speak.
Nah, man, because you're biased, bro.
All right, go ahead and
You're
speak.
biased,
All right,
bro.
I
You've
give up,
already
man.
come with a certain premise. You're not even like an atheist or like this should have actually been Asar's point of view and put up the question. I mean, but because of me and Asar the previous, it's not gonna work. You understand? And I've got another person on the panel that's got smoke with me. Like I'm the most wanted, you know. I'm the, like all three people on this panel right now got smoke with me. Just bear that
Brother,
in mind.
nobody wants you. I don't lose any. I
Hey,
even remember
Asar,
that
you don't know
supposed to
nothing,
be
Egypt. I
had
don't even want
smoke.
to hear you
I
comment.
can't remember our last
You
conversation, brother.
you can't even connect.
You're just
You just here
combative
talk
and you're
about
messing up your
dancing.
past right now.
Let's get
Talk
back to
about
the topic
dancing, rude
though.
boy.
Let's
Listen,
get
I
back to
do
the
a better
topic,
job
family.
at connecting the Ghanaians, the Akans, to ancient Egypt than you sweeping the dust of the. Hey, yo, listen, we're
What
not
are
on
you
the same
talking
boat.
about, man?
We
What
are not
was
on
your
the same
discussion?
boat.
Was your discussion Congolese related to Egyptians? No. Your discussion was how does Muhammad connect to
You are
Abraham?
from America. You're not fully
It
Congolese.
don't matter where I'm from.
You
I'm
have got a bit of
Congolese and I
Akan
speak
in
8
you.
languages
You've got a
and
bit
I've been
of
to a bunch
Yoruba
of
in you.
continents.
You've got a bit
You're
of
from
Mande
Britain,
in you.
Hold on.
but you claim to find it
Assad,
connected
don't
to
let him
I don't
Muhammad.
want
derail
to
you.
hear no
You're
Congo
weird.
talk.
But
The
we didn't
question
ask
is, hold on,
Go
one
ahead.
mic at a time, please.
Yo, guys,
The
that's all.
question,
Let him get it out, man. Let him get it out.
but the
Just let him
question
get it
is,
out.
how is Muhammad related to Abraham? Are you able to answer that, brother?
Yeah, that's all we want to know. That's all we want to know.
What did you say, Mulatto?
The question is, and it's the title of the stream, literally.
Yeah.
How is Muhammad related to Abraham, brother? That's the only question.
All right, can I get everybody to mute their mics?
Via tradition.
One second. Hello, everybody. Can I get everybody just to mute their mics real quickly? And we're only going to allow one person to talk at a time. So far, I can see that, what's his name? Easy Bands is doing a very good job as a moderator. So I need everybody to respect Easy Band. If anybody talks over Easy Band moderating this, he has the permission to call me to say, kick the person from the stream. So I need everybody to listen because I'm not going to be around to moderate it properly because of the whole echoing going on. So please just listen to Easy Bands. I can see already that we have Aladdin in the building. So I need another Muslim to come on here. Ooh, yeah, another Muslim to come on here. We have Aladdin. Okay. The conversation is Muhammad a direct descendant of Abraham? Okay. Is Muhammad a direct descendant of Abraham? The good brother Akan was, attempted to prove it via the Quran alone. He does say he has other proofs to show, i.e. outside of the Quran, but the attempt was to show it via the Quran. So if you yourself would like to come in here, Aladdin, and prove that Muhammad is a descendant of Abraham, please come in here and do it. Now, I'll tell you this, in terms of in Christendom, right? I don't think there is a dispute in Christendom that the followers or the Arabs or the followers of Muhammad were considered to be Hagarians, considered to be Saracens, considered to be, Ishmaelites, etc. Okay, but there was no proof. Okay, there's no proof to say that they are or Muhammad was of, Abraham, and we're just simply asking, can you prove it? Not to say that, it's wrong or right either way. Just can you substantiate the claim that he is of Abraham? So you are welcome to come on in. Okay. The good brother Akan is there as Akani is a Muslim, if you're asking. Cool. He's a Muslim and he's coming up trying to substantiate Muhammad and Islam. We're asking you, Aladdin, okay, do dawah. Come and substantiate it, because I know you are very vocal in the comment section. The link has been shared, so please come on in and, aid your fellow Muslim in the fight. Okay, so I'm going to put it back to everybody else. Easy Bands, you are the moderator. Keep everybody in line and just holler at me if everybody's not in line. All right, I'm going to mute my mic. 3, 2, 1, now.
All right, bet I got you.
Bet.
Yep. Yeah.
Let me present one more piece of information that
Okay.
they generally will use Islamically, just to help, because I have no dog in the fight. It matters not, but right, you have there's some
All right, go.
hadiths concerning Abraham. It says this is from Jami Tirmidhi. He says the messenger of Allah said Allah chose from the children of Abraham Ishmael, and chose from the children of Ishmael Bani Kanana, and from the Bani Kanana he chose the Quraysh, and from the Quraysh he chose Bani Hashim, and he chose me from the Bani Hashim. The other one is from Sahih Muslim. It says the messenger of Allah said, here, since it's Ramadan, let me do y'all right. The messenger of Allah said, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, verily Allah granted eminence to Kinana from amongst the descendants of Ishmael. And he granted eminence to the Quraysh amongst Kanana. And he granted eminence to Banu Hashim amongst the Quraysh. And he granted me eminence from the tribe of Banu Hashim. These are just some of the hadiths when you've actually dug into the scholarly discussion of how they try to connect him to Abraham, to Muhammad. But the genealogy lineage that I showed you is one that they had used. The issue in that genealogy line, that genealogical line, is that some of those people don't have the same family members. And so they've come to the conclusion that it's a spiritual bond as opposed to a physical lineage bond. But it's on the table for the Muslim brothers to do their thing. So if you're a Muslim, Kalam left the link. Come do your thing, man. We want to see
Word,
it.
word. That's beautiful support. Actually, that goes with what I mean. If I was a Khan, I'd take those hadiths and run with those. So I don't know. I want to hear a Khan's response to that.
My response is, cool. Easy Bands and Asar MK. Do you lot have a good understanding of genealogy?
Yes, haplogroups.
Yeah.
And what have you, yeah.
No, not haplogroups, not DNA. Genealogy.
Haplogroups go according to DNA. So yes.
Haplogroups, that's more to do with DNA.
Okay, we just say we got an average
About
understanding.
Yeah,
genes.
brother, make your point, please.
Go ahead, brother Connie.
No, correct me where I'm wrong. Correct me where I'm wrong, Asar. Go on.
So when you
Am I
deal
wrong?
with genealogy and you're dealing with DNA, because that's what's connecting you, the
Yeah, but
genealogy,
if DNA, say blood, that's blood. Obviously, I believe in DNA and blood tests. Don't
right?
ever get that twisted. But I'm literally just talking on genealogy because back in the olden days, they wouldn't talk about haplogroups.
Right. They would talk about marriages.
Yes, you can
So when you
say that as
start
well.
to talk marriages, then you're gonna have your DNA line, which of course we're not gonna be able to connect, but you're also going to have the look to see if these people are related.
Yeah, but we're talking about genealogy. You're talking
Brother,
about
let me
like
finish.
DNA, chromosomes. I'm not talking about that because from the Akan tradition, we take our father's name. Yeah. So every person, we're maternal. We're maternal clan. So
So
the
like
clan
I
I
was saying, the
clan I
the
belong to.
marriages,
Listen, wait. The clan I belong to is from via my mother. Yeah, but my name is from my father or his father's people, or it goes beyond. Get me? So every Akan, their surname is based on their father, mother, and father. It don't matter. It's all paternal.
So brother, please
Clan
speak
wise,
let me
about the
just
wait.
have that
Muhammad.
I'm
continue,
almost
bro.
done.
The
Speak
Clan
about the
wise,
Muhammad.
marriages,
wait. Because this is all to do with what I'm saying.
Yeah, go
Clan
ahead.
wise, wait. Clan wise, that's strictly maternal. So you can have your father's name. You're still part of your mother's clan. But the name your mother and father have is based on paternal. So that and the names are based on genealogy. Like from this father, that person, that was your uncle. Da, 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 da. Sometimes genealogy ain't always gonna be on point. Sometimes you get an updated version. Sometimes you get a version that's already better than the update. It depends on the narrative towards the genealogy.
But brother,
So I'm
please speak
asking you, like,
about
do you know
Muhammad
that genealogy?
and
So
Abraham.
let me ask you,
Please.
let me just kind
Okay.
of cut to the chase. How do you get somebody's last name? What do you do?
Beg your pardon?
So how do you get somebody else's last name? What do you do?
Well, regarding
Very simple.
me,
Get married, right?
I don't want to
Just say
go
get
too
married.
deep. Regarding me, I don't want to go too deep into it, but marriage is not what, according to the Quran tradition, marriage is so not part of why you be named so and so. My name is, trust me, I don't even want to go
If
into
you're
it,
a Khan,
but
you're
my
named on
name, I
days
can
of the month and
trace it
things
back
of
to
that
the,
nature,
I
Okay.
can
based off
trace it
of
Okay.
back to the 13th
different
century.
based off
That-
of different babalaos and different things of that nature. We're
Beg
talking
your pardon?
about this particular Abrahamic method. You get your last name from doing what? Marriage.
What, the
Marriage.
Abrahamic method?
Yeah,
I
because
don't
that's what
think
we're
so. It's
talking
via
about right here.
marriage. No, it's not via marriage.
It
That
is.
is
It's
part.
always been by
Genealogy
marriage.
can be marriage, but I think you're basing it just on marriage. No,
Is
you're wrong.
is is
You're
is
so wrong.
by marriage because
You're
you
so
didn't want
wrong
to use
because
DNA and
Abraham,
the other
according to
items
some
with your
Christians and
coining
Jews,
last name.
Abraham didn't marry Hagar.
Okay, guys.
Abraham was his
So
side piece, his side
okay.
Yeah.
wife.
So, but
So,
furthermore,
so
Jacob didn't marry
okay.
Zilpah or one of them. They were his
Okay.
servants.
Okay,
They
Sarah
were.
Akan.
was his half
So
sister and his
let me
wife.
just bring us back.
What you're saying is totally wrong.
Let me just
Sorry,
bring us
go on,
back.
go on,
All
easy
right.
bands, go on.
Yeah. Let me just bring us back. And Akan, look, although I might be biased, anybody's gonna be biased, right? But I'm gonna try to be unbiased in this discussion. I'm gonna
Thank
leave
you.
this up to
Thank
both of
you.
you, all right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just keep on bringing you guys back to the topic, okay? When you guys keep on going off.
Ah, cool.
So all right, so let's go back. So you brought up genealogy. Why are you
I can't eat. Say that again.
Yeah, you went out, brother.
hello?
Yeah, go on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you
Yeah, I
We
can
good
hear
hear
now.
you.
you.
Go
We
on.
hear you.
All right. Yeah, so I was saying, let me bring you back to the topic. What you brought up genealogy. What does genealogy have to do with Muhammad being descendant of Abraham? Go ahead.
Basically, that's to connect him to the people of Adnan, which would be connected to the people of Ishmael. That is the whole point. Because without the genealogy, the argument is dead. Like, it's just a claim. It's a spiritual claim. But when there's genealogy in the picture, it's no more spiritual.
Okay, so now, do you mind if I read like the definition of genealogy, or do you have your own definition that you're using?
Boy, it may differ from yours because, like I said, in my culture, we get our names strictly from our fathers. You understand? But it might not be. So cool. Say if I'm the oldest, yeah, I may have a name of my ancestor, yeah, but my younger brother may have a name of the ancestor before the ancestor that I was named
Yep.
after. You get it?
Yep.
Yeah. So
So
and
are
then
you?
there's a story behind it. It's not that they're just telling me the name.
Yeah.
There's a story behind it. So
Yeah.
it's a form of genealogy going on.
I'm African too, so I understand what you're saying.
Thank you.
But so all right, so now all right, so okay, let me ask you this then. Are you saying that Muhammad is a descendant of Abraham through this culture or tradition of just like passing names down, or is it like genetically?
Genetically and through to the tradition.
So okay, so the genetic part,
Genetically, I
that's what
can't
you
prove that
that's
because I
okay.
can't go to his grave, or you know what I
Oh,
mean.
so you can't prove that part.
I can't prove genetically. We can't
Okay,
dig
so
out his bones
then
and
you
that.
don't disagree with Asar, because Asar is
I
saying that.
do disagree with him because that's like me saying, boom,
He
a
just want to
certain
be
king
disagreeable.
in the certain king that I'm linked to, just because we haven't digged out his bones or whatever, so you're gonna say I'm spiritually connected to that king
But
in the
But
he's
13th
saying,
Akan,
century.
listen, Akan
Khan,
is
you
saying,
don't even have the right
Easy
naming
Bands, let me get
method
in
of
next,
the
please.
all right,
Akan people.
all right,
Akan people are named after days of the week. their father may be
Hey,
named
please, hey,
after something. You're putting the
my
Abraham
nigga,
Asar,
tradition
please,
Asar,
on the
please,
Akan
you don't know
from
my
Asar.
people.
Okay,
You
Asar,
don't
Asar.
know
you're
them.
not going to be
Stop,
to be, and you're
I
not
can't.
stop,
Okay,
talking about my
stop.
let me
people.
do it. I can't. Let me do it. Okay, Asar, Asar,
Wrong.
Asar,
Like he proper don't
Asar.
like he can't
I can't.
school me.
All right. I can't.
I'm a
Cool.
master at
I
this,
got you. I
at
got
my
you. Let
people.
me just bring us back to the debate. So Asar, did you hear what Akan just said? Right, that
Yeah.
he's not saying he can't prove genetically that these guys are descendants, right? But
Right.
he's saying that he believes that, etc. And he's also using the tradition of passing names down. Do you have a response to that?
Yeah. He's using the Abrahamic method to try to fit over the Akan people, which is different because you're based off the soul of your character, your personality that they see in the child. Usually,
Where does the soul come from?
brother, he didn't ask you.
Where does the soul
Hold
come
on,
Brother,
from?
he didn't
Akan.
Okay,
ask
okay,
you.
Akan,
okay, okay,
have some
okay,
discipline, brother.
Just
He,
Akan,
he
just
don't
let
even
him
know what he's
speak, and then
talking
you can
about.
rebuttal.
Go
Okay?
and keep hurting yourself.
And
Yeah,
then
Go
he
on.
don't
Easy
even know
Bands,
what he's
remember
talking
I'm next,
about.
brother.
So
I'm
Yeah,
next.
no,
Go on. Go
my
go
bad,
on, Asar.
mulatto,
Go on.
right.
my bad.
All right.
We
All
we
right,
gonna let you hop in right after.
all
So
right.
it's where they're born and the day of the week generally that an Akan will get their name. Whether you're
No, it's
from
not.
Togo, whether
That's
you're
a
from
day
Cote
name. That's
Okay,
d'Ivoire,
not
yo,
their
whether
Asar,
name.
you're from
Oh
Ghana.
my God.
Asar,
When it
sorry to
comes to
interrupt you,
the
Asar,
Abrahamic tradition,
Asar,
they take
Asar,
that's facts.
Sorry to
That's how you
interrupt you,
know
man.
that's how you know he's from Britain and ain't been to the
Yo,
continent.
Asar,
Oh
Yes,
Lord.
sir.
Asar. Can we
Yes, sir.
just so that we just don't go off, right? Can we please just stick to the debate topic, all right?
Yeah, let's
Just
just stick to the
your
aim
Absolutely.
response
because he
to
can't
his
school me on my
points
people.
on
How's he saying
Abraham.
day names is the real name?
Abraham, they would
No,
take the
that's the
tradition
day they
from
were
their
born.
father.
They get
So
a
they would
certain
take the
name, you
lineage of their
bozo.
father. And
You
this is why I
bozo.
say
My
when you look
day
at the
name is not
lineage that
based
I
on.
showed,
Okay,
Listen,
you would have to
my
line up
day
all the
name is
fathers
not
to a
my
family member or some
real
type of
name, you
marriage
know.
that that family member was
My
connected
Akan
to.
name is
And so
based on
far,
my
the scholars
granduncle.
cannot do that. So the
How does this
scholars
guy
gave you what
know?
you've seen read in the Sahih
Bozo.
Muslim and
yeah.
what I read in the other, so that
Big
you
ass
can
bozo.
trying to connect spiritually with Abraham because Ishmael produces the line that spiritually governs what Muhammad does.
So what Asar is saying that according to Asar, right, the sources that he's using, they can only go as far as proving a spiritual link. Okay, basically that's what he's saying. Now, can we get Mulatto to jump in right quick?
Wait.
He's
Before
been waiting for a
Mulatto
Thanks.
while.
jump it,
And
before
it'll be brief.
easy bands. Before Mulatto says
Brother.
No,
anything, because actually, no,
All
because
right.
what
Go ahead,
Asar and
Akan.
Tar said is incorrect. In the Akan culture, you've got the Abusia and you've
no,
got
no.
the
Let's
Intoron.
okay.
Yeah, the
We'll move to.
Abusia
We'll
is
talk about
based.
the. We'll talk about your
No,
culture
because
after,
All
bro.
right. Hold on, I'm
See
next,
this
Let him
brother.
read
dirty.
a
Let's stick to the
Busia.
debate,
Akan,
The
man.
show's
chill.
based off the days of the
Easy
week.
bands,
Like I said,
easy
go
Hold on.
bands,
ahead, read it.
easy bands.
Have some
Let me
decorum on
say
the
easy
panel,
bands.
brother.
Let me
Bro,
talk because
Akan,
Mulatto's
No,
gonna ask
you
another
spoke
question
enough. I'm
where
Akan,
not
he's
what?
gonna
asking a
Akan,
question at
trust me.
all.
Akan,
trust me.
trust me. I'll let you speak on it, man.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I'm not
Believe me.
asking a question at
I'll
all. The
let you
point
speak
is
on it.
this.
Cool.
Let's just end this topic at least, right? Let's just
Yeah, I'll
come
go.
to
Yes.
That's what
a
I'm trying to do.
conclusion.
And
That's
the
what I'm
point is
trying to
this.
do, easy bands. That's what I'm trying to
Hold
end
on,
it.
mute up,
He's
No,
Akan.
made a wrong statement. No, because
no,
people's
All right,
watching,
brother.
and I'm actually a con from the people. Listen to the
Akan,
language on a
bro.
All right, we
daily
heard you.
basis. He don't
Mute
know
up,
my
Akan,
brother.
people.
Akan.
Listen,
Look, I stopped
day
him, bro.
names is
I'm about to
I'm
day
gonna
call
just
names
stop
iPad
him
is
on
from speaking
Blu-ray
on that,
just to
bro.
listen,
bust you out.
listen.
All right.
Akan,
And
Akan,
let me make this
I'm
point.
gonna
It'll
have you
be
speak
brief.
Easy
to you in
bands,
the
easy
Akan
bands.
language. You better answer
Hold
everything he
on,
Bands,
say.
yeah.
family.
Akan.
Hold
Easy
on.
Listen,
bands.
Hold
listen,
What he
on.
said
Akan.
is
I promise you,
incorrect.
bro. I promise you,
The
bro. I'll
Let
day
let
you
you
hop
name
off
respond.
the
is
train
a
when he
name,
start
but it's
asking
not
you
your
questions.
name.
I'll
You
let you
get given
respond
a
to it, man.
name, and it's not
I'll
your day name. He's learning, whatever he's learning is like some Americans that are
He
far
said
from
some
the
okay.
mark,
American.
just
I'll let you
reading off the
All
respond to
right,
it.
internet.
bro.
Listen,
The point
I'll
is
let
Literally
you.
this.
reading off the internet. Day
Watch
name
Akan,
this.
is not your real name.
Watch this.
yo,
You're
bro.
given
I'll
a
let
Connie,
you
do you
real
respond
speak
to it.
name
Wolof?
plus your
Do you
day
speak
name.
Wolof?
So what you trying to
Do you
say?
Yo,
speak
Everybody
Wolof?
is
Yes or
Kweku.
no?
So
Hold on, guys.
Kweku,
Pause.
so
Jelajeva,
Yo,
Kweku from East
yo,
London
yo,
and Kweku
you
from
speak
West London,
yo.
because we about to
and
put
South
you on the
London,
spot.
Akan,
whatever
respect
got
the
a Kweku,
moderator.
there's no
yo,
difference.
Respect the
I'm
moderator.
gonna call
guys,
my man
relax,
and he
bro.
gonna talk to you through this
Yo, hold
thing.
on,
He
both
gonna
of you
speak
guys,
to you
man,
in Wolof.
please.
I
Yo,
need you to answer
bozo.
Yo,
everything
guys,
he say.
Yo,
yo,
Can
bozo.
you can't
please
do it?
mute up, guys, please.
All right,
Akan,
great.
Bozo.
Asar, please,
Yo,
both of you guys, man. I
Hey,
want Mulatto
bozo.
entitled to
don't
speak,
even
right?
know that the
No,
soul.
hold
Respect
You
on.
the
don't even know what a
moderator.
Pradine is.
Yo,
All
Akan,
right.
What you gonna say
Akan,
is the day names.
Akan.
Bozo.
Yo,
What do you
Akan,
know?
Akan.
You know what? Let me show you
Bro,
my
listen.
library.
Akan, listen, I'll let you speak on it, bro. All right? Just for now, let Mulatto come in. I want us to close up on this topic that we just had, bro. I'll let
Appreciate
you
you.
You
speak
know
on
what?
it.
Let me
It'll
know
be
when,
brief.
sorry, yeah?
It'll be brief.
All
Hold on,
right?
let me
Now,
just show you a sneak.
Akani already admitted.
Hold on, mate. Let me just show you a sneak
Hold on,
peek.
brother. Please, you're
Let
being emotional.
man.
Hold on, let me
Let,
just show you a sneak peek, man. I
nah,
can't
let
even
Mulatto
show it.
speak, bro. Just mute up, fam.
I can't
Real
even
talk.
show it. You're lucky, man. I can't even flip my
All
Yeah,
camera.
right.
just
The
yo,
Mad
point is
just
people.
mute
this,
up for a
bro.
second,
Mad
bro.
people.
All right. The point is this, man. Akani already admitted that he cannot verify that
I
Muhammad
never said
is
verify.
descended from Abraham. That's the end of the argument right there.
Can we prove Jesus is our bloodline descendant of Abraham? No.
We never claimed we can.
No, but we can't though.
Exactly. So just
Simple.
like
Yeah.
Muhammad.
Who
So yeah.
said that though?
Yeah, let's all keep that same energy. We
Exactly.
can't
So
prove King
Muhammad,
David
it cannot
is
be,
a descendant of Abraham. We can't
Why you
prove none
moving
of
the
them. So let's
brother.
keep that same energy. You know what I'm
Brother,
saying?
stop. So hold on.
Let's
Let me
not be
say this.
biased.
Akani, brother, why are you booty clapping for Arabians right now, brother? Really, I gotta ask you that as a brother. Why are you booty clapping for the Arabians?
Yo, guys, language, man.
And I'm
G.
asking with all due
Yo,
respect.
because you know he's gonna come back with something else too, right? So
He's
just
been emotional. He's been emotional. He has no
I,
decorum.
all right, let's try to bring it back, man. Let's try to
Yeah.
bring it
So
back.
back to
Just
the
for the
subject, and
yeah.
I'll repeat the
All right.
sentence one last time. When what's his name? What goddamn it, Akani? When Akani admitted that he cannot verify that Muhammad is genetically descended from Abraham, that's checkmate. That's the end of the discussion. There's no need to
Yep.
even debate with him anymore. He's
Yep.
speculating.
So Akan, do you have any response to that? Do you have any proof
No,
that?
I don't even want to talk to him. That mulatto guy. I don't even want to talk to him.
Okay, all right.
Respectfully
So talk.
speaking.
Okay, so talk to me, bro. All right.
Yeah.
So do you have any proof that you can go to in the Hadiths or the Quran that shows a lineage or a direct line to Muhammad
Yeah.
from
I've got the
Abraham?
Sarah. I've got the putting my camera. See it there? See it there?
Snap. We need
Open it
Callum
up
for that,
and
man.
use
I
it.
don't know. We need
Yeah.
Callum for that.
See
Yeah,
it there?
open it up and use it, brother. We want to see what's
That's what we're
inside.
gonna
We
do
want to
now.
see the show the post, man.
Hmm.
Cool.
We
So
we
cool.
we got
Muhammad,
the book.
ready, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is the book of the biography of the apostle of God. Muhammad was the son of Abdullah bin Abdul Muttalib bin Hashim bin Abdul Manaf. Ooh, like we even have to do you know these individuals?
Keep
There's
going. Let's
No,
stories
get to
behind
Abraham.
each.
Let's get to
no.
Abraham.
But
Keep
anyway,
going.
let's get to Abraham, innit? Cool. Bin Qusay, bin Kilab, bin Murrah, bin Ka'ab, bin Lu'ay, bin Ghalib, bin Fihr, bin Malik, bin Al-Nadr, bin Kinana, bin Khuzaymah. Remember what my man said? Remember what Asar said? Kinana. Okay. Bin Mudrika, bin Ilyas, bin Mudar, bin Nizar, bin Ma'ad, bin Adnan, bin Ud, bin Mukawam, bin Nahur, bin Taira, bin Yarub, bin Yashjub, bin Nabit, bin Nabit, bin Nabit, bin Ismail. Yeah? So I repeated Nabit 3 times for you, yeah? Because that name you do find in the biblical genealogy. So there. I've said his genealogy
He's
to
got a
Ismail.
line. He's
And
got a
then
line.
this
Now you
book,
did leave out Aram and Hadir, who are Ishmael's children.
what Aram and who?
Adam and Hadir. They start
Where's their names? Where's their names?
Ishmael and Adam and Hadir. Those
I
are in the
didn't miss
Bible.
out no names, you
Those are
madman.
in the Bible.
You're a madman. I didn't miss out no
Yo.
names.
Stop with the name calling, bro.
Nah, he's a
Ishmael's
madman.
children are in
He's
the
a
No,
Bible.
madman.
no, no, guys, stop with the name calling. You came. Okay, so you came with your
And that's from the Sirah
lineage,
of the
right?
Prophet Muhammad,
Yeah,
the
you
biography.
got some of the names that are on the lineage here. All of those are on here. Missing some, but Adam and Haldir should be connected to Ishmael
Bear in
because those
mind
are
the
his children.
genealogy of Jesus in Matthew is not the same in
Why are you
Genesis
talking
as
about Jesus, B?
because
What are you
no,
doing?
listen,
That's
wait,
Isaac.
pause. Wait,
What
pause.
you doing?
Because there's a name before you reach to even King David or Abraham. There's a certain name after the flood that is not found in the book of genealogies in the Old Testament, but it's in
But
the
who
book of
cares? What does that have to
genealogies
do
in
with
the
the
New
conversation?
Testament.
Okay, can I ask you
So I'm
something,
not trying to.
Akan?
I'm not trying to make it a Christian or Islam thing. I'm just trying to make you understand genealogy. That
We know
somebody
So
genealogy.
Akan, back to the
may
list that
differ.
you back to the list that you brought up.
Go on.
Now, where does that information come from?
It comes from the Sirah, the biography of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The first person to write it was Ibn Ishaq, but then later on was redone by, revised, shall I say, by Ibn Hisham. So really, I'm going to trace this works back to Ibn Hisham. Yeah.
Yeah, but my question is, like, how did they trace it all the way back to it? Like, where did they
Because
get the record?
the
Hold on,
Arabs are good at the
hold on.
Arabs and the Hebrews. They've got a tradition where the son of this, son of that, son of that, son. They've actually got that tradition, which I can find in my African tradition, which I can find in another person's African tradition that has nothing to do with my African tradition. Basically, that methodology at one stage in history, timeline, place, whatever, was being used. There wasn't no book or science or whatever you could use. No, people were doing them things, bro. Even in
Brother,
my culture,
but
we've
all
got
right,
that.
it's a reach. It's a reach to say that you can go back 2,600 years with a genealogy just off of oral tradition. If it's not written down somewhere, if there's no records to go back on, anybody can just make that up. That's my point.
No, not
So what?
anybody, because in my Akan culture, there's certain days, yeah, that the ancestors' names you can't mention. You
But
have to
you see, now
wait,
you're going
listen.
to a
Can I
con.
talk, bro? Can I
All
talk?
right, but
There's certain days in my culture, yeah, that these certain ancestors, venerated ancestors, you don't say their name in public. You only say their name on specific days. And if you get their name wrong, you get a fine. If you get it told, like if you get it seriously wrong, bro, you could potentially be executed.
so
Yeah.
how far back does your Akan lineage that you guys are supposed to memorize? How far
I
back does
can
it go?
trace my lineage back to the 12th, 13th, 12th, 10th century. That's me still kind of guessing, but certainty, 12th
So
century with certainty.
so you're
Yakin.
saying that you guys remember that from your mind, just from your memory, without it being written down anywhere.
Broski, it's we've got items, relics, yeah. We've got relics based on certain ancestors' names. If you ain't got these relics, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about.
Bro, I'm African too. I come from a royal family too.
All right,
I
cool.
know
So
exactly
you see,
what
for
we're talking
example,
about.
let me
So hold on.
help you out. You see, like the bronze heads in Yoruba land, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
You see how you got the bronze heads?
Mhm.
Each head is named after a specific ancestor, timeline, and place.
Yeah,
In the
but those.
Akan culture, we've got the similar. I don't want to tell you what relics it is because I'm not trying to help certain people's knowledge. Yeah.
Let me
But
just
I will let
just
you
respond
know,
to that.
yeah,
Let
we
me
got it governed
let,
like that.
let me just respond to what you're saying, right?
None
So
of
a
your
lot.
parents sat on the golden chair that fell from the sky.
No, it's
Uh-huh.
nothing
So
to
hold
do
on. Let
with
me.
that. Your
Ain't no
baby food.
No, no.
Your baby food.
No.
ain't no
He does have a point. Akan,
Don't even play
Yo,
with me,
Akan,
man.
that was like
Akan.
the 17th century.
I
That's
know
like the
what it
other day,
was.
the golden stool.
Yo,
Bro,
No,
that was
Akan.
never in existence in 14th century.
Yeah,
In
stop,
15th century.
Akan,
Where was the golden stool? It was
Akan.
nowhere.
Hold on,
What's
Akan.
this
brother.
what's this
Relax,
bozo Bale talking
bro.
about?
You don't have to go
Stop,
off, fam. Just
son.
make your argument. You don't have to go off. So listen, he does have a point because a lot of the ancestors that you're talking about, right, with the bronze heads or whatever you're talking about, these are revered ancestors that say began the tribe or say brought knowledge to
Not
the
all
tribe.
the
No,
time.
hold
No,
on,
no, no. That's probably
hold
within
on.
your culture, not mine.
Okay, but this is what I'm trying to say to you, man,
Okay,
is
go on.
that
Mhm.
it's not like a record of, okay, the son of this, the son of that, all the
What?
way back. Hold on. All the way back to 2,000 years ago. It's not That's not what we
What?
do, man.
So the
We have
Alephine,
hold on.
wait,
Let
the
me just
bronze
finish,
heads,
bro. Let me just
you're
finish.
incorrect here, man. I'm
Let me
not
just
Yoruba,
finish, bro.
but you're very incorrect. So you're telling me
Okay,
the
so what am
bronze
I
heads
saying?
of the Alephine, of the Oni, they're not, so the Oni, the king of Yoruba land today, the Alephine, yeah, the Oni, he's not really, that's not his ancestors, the bronze heads.
No, tell me what I'm saying. Tell me what I'm saying, because I try to explain to you. You don't want to listen. You
You're
keep on
basically
interjecting.
saying
What
that
am I
it's
saying?
not potentially father of this, father of that, father of that. And in a way, you're right, but still you're wrong
So
because
what
it's
am I
still
saying?
their
What am I
ancestors.
actually saying? What I'm saying is, bro, listen. So let me speak again, all right? Like I told you, fam, we both African. I come
Go on,
from a royal family too. I
go on,
know a little bit about the traditional stuff and how it goes, right?
go on.
What I'm trying to show you is that a lot of the characters, the ancestors that we revere,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
basically like famous characters from the past, right? Who we revere for certain reasons. Like, say for instance, he brought knowledge of farming to the tribe. Or this guy.
Nah, but that's based on
Hold
your
on, hold on.
tradition,
Let me
not
just
mine.
finish, bro. Let me just finish. Or
Go
the
on.
other guy
Cool.
helped in a war, and so you have these names that come over the generations that you still revere and you still hold dear, right? Those are the sub.
Easy bands, you
You
got cut
broke
off.
up. You broke up, Easy Bands. Easy Bands, you broke up.
Let me get to work.
Easy
It's
Bands, wait,
11:30.
before Easy Bands,
I'll be
what
back.
you're saying, is probably based on your tradition, yeah? Because in the Akan tradition, for a king, when he's going to be a king, he's being put in the black dark room, yeah? In the dark room, he has to pick a chair, which will be his stool of rulership. Each chair, there'll probably be like 20 chairs in that room, yeah? Each chair is not based on a mad ancestor that done farm work or brought this or whatever. No, that's probably based on your tradition. But in my tradition, even when you're a king, the name you take is of an ancestor. He doesn't need to
Bro,
be some
okay, let me
superhero.
show you what I'm talking about,
Go
right?
on.
So in Egyptian culture, for instance, right?
I know
You
that. What's
have
that gesture? I know that.
So in Egyptian culture, I'm saying,
Oh, I thought you said the
for instance,
gesture,
right?
man.
Yeah, Egyptian culture, you have a character named Thought,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
He is revered for bringing knowledge, right? Is it right? Knowledge of writing and stuff like that, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's an example of what I'm talking about. So
Yeah,
even
but
in
that's what I'm trying to
even
say. That's
so,
not
hold on. Even
necessarily
even
in my
even
culture. That's what
even
I'm
in
trying to
our culture,
show you.
bro. I know for sure in your culture, there's no record of this king going from that king, going from that
No,
king,
it is
that king
because
going
when
from
you
that king,
become
going
a
from that
king,
king,
my
going from that.
grandfather, his name is based on his ancestor, but not
Bro,
no
you see,
ancient
but
ancestor, the
I can't,
ancestor 20 or 40 years before him.
I
And
can't.
listen, when you go into the storeroom to become a king, you are put in a dark room. The first chair you touch is the chair you're going to be ruling over. Each chair is named after a specific ancestor, and there could be up to 50 chairs in that room. This is my point. So, what you're saying is probably based on your culture and your tradition. It's not based on my culture or my tradition, because
Yo,
I
listen,
know
listen,
my culture and
listen.
my
So now
tradition,
you just
and what
rambling.
I'm
So let,
saying is not
oh
wrong.
man, bro, you just spoke, man. Let's
Go on,
have a discussion, man. All right, cool.
go on.
Yeah. So, bro, I'm not saying that. Yo, listen, that whatever, bro. So listen, this is what I'm saying, right? When it comes to genealogy, these are two different things. You're
Yeah.
talking about characters that your tribe reveres and calls ancestors, right? My
Nah,
point to
yeah, I
you,
don't know what you mean by that.
my point to you, my point to you. What do you mean? I'm telling you right now what I mean, bro. Is that we have characters, ancestors who we revere in every
Yeah, you're
tribe.
right, but I don't
Now
know.
listen.
You can't say that with the Ghanaians. It's like every
It
ancestor's revered. No, it's not
with the
like that.
Ghanaians too. Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me show you something. It's just
Because
a
if I
simple
show you an
fact, bro.
ancestor that's revered,
Listen, it's
it's
just a
on
simple.
Google right now.
Yo, listen, bro. It's just a simple fact that when it comes to Ghanaians or any other African tribe, we did not have written records for a long time. We had
Bro,
oral
my boat
traditions.
is not the
And so
same
hold on,
boat as yours. Even though we didn't have
And it's not
written record, we
it's not
have a
only
form
for
of
Africans, right?
recording. Yes, we
And it's
do.
not only for Africans, it's for a host of other groups of people as well,
Nah,
from
bro, we're not in
Asia,
the
from
same
Europe.
boat, man. We're not in the same boat at all, bro. No, respectfully speaking, we're not. We just can't be. I have literally relics that names, but that we're not in this, and these are not no super ancestor or they brought cropping or they brought this. No, You know what I'm
So
saying?
okay, I can't. So now, bro, now you're being really, really disingenuous, man.
How? Do
Show
you want
me.
me to
Hold
read
on,
from a
hold on.
source?
Now you're being really, really
Do you want me to
disingenuous.
read from a
Show
source?
me, show me a genealogy record that goes back 2,000 years for the Akan people.
I never said 2000. I said I can go back to 12th century AD.
But you're gonna use those are records from those are records from missionaries,
I
man.
even
Hold
guessing
on,
with the
hold on,
10th century.
hold
So
on,
you
hold on.
saying 2000?
No, hold on,
There's
bro.
something I
You're
did
about
not
to show
say.
me. You're about to show me records that are written down by missionaries, man.
What? Yo, I'm not even gonna show it no more. It's no point. Wallahi, in a month of Ramadan, I have records of the Akan people, what they are saying, not missionaries.
So hold on. So
I have
what
pictures
is
of
this?
what
So
they
hold
are
on. Is
saying.
this written?
I
Is
have
this written?
physical,
Hold on.
tangible
Are
relics.
these written records?
We're not like.
Are
Mad.
these written records? Let me ask you something. Are these written records?
Bro, what's a relic?
Are these written
What's a
records,
relic?
bro?
What's a
You said
relic?
that you can go
Forget
back to
written
the
record.
13th
Forget a
century.
written record. What's
So
a
okay,
relic?
go back to the 13th century for me. Show me the proof.
I don't want it. I just don't. I genuinely don't want it still. I feel put off right now still. I was
Just
going
prove it,
to, but
bro.
I just feel put off, man.
You keep on making
It's like
claims,
I'm
man.
gonna
We said,
show you
we're not in the
and you're
same
gonna
boat.
be like, because where I showed you it from.
Yo,
In that
1
book,
second. Can I get everybody to mute their
it's
mics?
written
Yeah.
by a missionary.
We're gonna get everybody
Bro,
to mute
we're
their
not in the
mics.
same boat. Your people you gotta remember the Akans there. We're one of in West
Let's see.
Africa. Did you know that we are one of the people
Let's
that
see.
sold a lot of slaves?
Let me have
We
to mute
sold
everybody's
hella
mic
people
right
in
now.
slavery, you know. Why was that?
Okay, so it seems as though we've ran the. To be honest with you, we're jumping on like so many different topics. To Akan, Ghanaians, Congo, I don't even know, everywhere. But from the point of Muhammad being a direct descendant from Abraham, so I don't know. Is there like? I technically want to close down the show, so I'm going to listen to my audience members. What are you saying? Do you want the show to continue? And if we're going to continue, it will only be for another less than half an hour, basically. I'm not too sure how long we've been live for now, but it will be for less than half an hour. We'll continue the show for. Because I personally believe we've reached the end of the conversation because we're not sticking on topic. So I'm just waiting for you guys to see. No, 21 minutes because we've been live for 101 minutes. So let me know if you lot want some more. Otherwise, I don't see anybody answering the question. Let me invite you guys back in and let me see if there is any, what's it called? Just easy bands, actually. Easy bands, start talking. I want to see if there is an echo still or have I solved the problem?
Yo, mic check 1 2 1 2. Are we good?
There we go. So family members, in the comment section now, let me know if there is still an echo when Easy Bands and I are both talking. Let me know so I know whether I should mute my mic or not.
Mic check, mic check.
Now let's actually stick to the genealogy of Prophet Muhammad. We're actually going off topic.
Okay, quick question actually. Let me ask a question, Akan, because you brought up Ibn Ishaq's work, right? And I want to know how many generations, how many years are there between Muhammad and Abraham?
Hold on a second.
You won't find it in the book, but like,
I'm gonna count how many generations.
No.
You know what? That's a good question.
Yeah,
because if you really want to know my opinion on genealogy, for example, let's say Ibn Abdul Muttalib, son of Hisham, let's say the ancestor after Hisham, Hashim, sorry. The ancestor after Hashim is Qusay. I could say, not I could say, but for all we know, that could actually be a great-great-grandfather of Ibn Hashim. Not really his father.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to ask you this question. From the time of Muhammad, we're saying that Muhammad was supposedly born in 570 AD. right? So from 570 AD, when was the time of Abraham and Ishmael? And how many thousands of years is there in between of that?
That's at least Abraham was like 4,000 BCE, something like that. I can't tell. It's something like 3,000 years.
So let's just say there's 3,000 years in between Abraham and Muhammad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And there is roughly 30 to 40 generations in every 1,000 years, right?
Yeah.
So that means let's just use. So you're saying there needs to be 120 generations, i.e., there should be 120 names in between from Abraham and Muhammad, technically speaking, right?
Not really. Not really, because like I said, what I said is even the rabbis know what I'm talking about. Just because a name came after doesn't necessarily mean that was actually my man's father. That could all be my man's great grandfather. So I actually go by that principle. So even when I'm reading the genealogies, you're not gonna hear from me that this is authentic to the T, like nothing can cross it. Nah, it can still be scrutinized, but there's a genealogy. This is my point. There's a genealogy and there's a form of record keeping. Even if it's not correct to the T, they are doing some form of record keeping, and there's certain individuals within these names that there's a story behind. Like, for example, Juma. I think Juma was established by Qusay, or I could be wrong. It's one of these ancestors, I think it's Qusay or Beni Lu'ay. One of these two apparently established Friday Juma. Apparently, according to certain traditions.
So let me do this right now, right? So technically speaking, from the time of there's even a genealogy all the way back to Abraham. That's 6,000 years. So that's 6,000 years is technically
From the time
Abraham.
of who?
From time of now to the time. Sorry, the genealogy is about Muhammad all the way back to Adam.
Adam,
Yeah. Okay. But we want to take it. Let me. 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Callum, while you're doing that, man, you know, my thing is that, okay, we can't just come in this, 6th or 7th century and say, oh, this is the genealogy from Muhammad all the way to Adam. You have to show me a tradition going back where you're getting these records from. Because with the Hebrews, the Hebrews, the Israelites and the Jews, you do see a consistent line, right, from the prophets, etc., coming up. It's like a
That's
continuous.
being biased, though.
It's a continu. No, hold on. They
Really
do have.
a judgment of what he's
Hold
saying.
on, bro. Let me just get my point out. Then you can respond to it. You do see a continuous line of tradition from the earliest prophets all the way to Jesus Christ. You do have that continuation.
But the
Where is
earliest
that for?
books of the
Where is
Bible
that?
is no less than
Where is that?
I don't want to be
Where is that
sidetracked.
for
I don't
Islam?
want to be sidetracked. So, because I was making a point, right? So there should
go ahead.
technically be 120 years in between, from at minimum, from Muhammad. Sorry, 120 names, generations, i.e., names in between Muhammad and Abraham or Ishmael. Okay, and if we were to count, we have Muhammad. That's one. Can we really call that one? No, we can't call that one. We have to call Abdullah one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then let's call that one 30. So we have 1,000 years worth of generation in this. Just 1,000 years from Muhammad to Abraham.
Those guys lived for 300 years each, 400 years.
So for me, I don't know. Is this a realistic? Is this a realistic
It's not,
genealogy?
but Akan's argument. It's not.
But
But
then if we use the same principle you're saying, Callum, with Jesus, is it realistic?
I don't
You
think.
know what I mean?
I don't.
What
I'm not going to
is
argue that.
is what realistic?
Like, furthermore, we have no body of Jesus. Yeah. Like it even gets that. Basically, if we're gonna prove genealogy to Abraham, if it's Prophet Muhammad or Jesus, Prophet Muhammad is more of a plausible one than Jesus, because we have literally no body, and furthermore, we have two different genealogies in the Bible. Secondly,
Let me
like
respond to
whatever you're gonna say that he's right or wrong with, Easy Bands, it applies to all the biblical prophets. Furthermore, you have no biblical evidence after before 200 BCE or 300 BCE. 3 BCE, sorry, 3 BCE. You have no biblical nothing. So when you're saying consistent with the prophets or whatever, Moses goes back to the 15th century BCE. You can't prove nothing.
So let me respond.
Nothing.
So okay, so let me respond. I'll let you speak, right? Okay. So when it comes to, all right, you're already switching goalposts and going back to the Bible, but with the
No,
Bible
but
we
it's
do.
like I have to, because what
Jeez,
you're
I'll let you
saying
speak,
is that
fam.
it's contradictory, because you're saying the
I let
prophets.
you. I
You're
just let
saying
you
the
speak.
prophets is
Yo,
more
have
consistent.
some. Yo,
How could it be more consistent when we're technically in the same boat?
bro, have some discipline, bro. I just let you speak. All right, so you jump into the Bible. We're not in the same boat, because in the Bible there's a clear, like you said, there's actually two genealogies that show you that Jesus goes back to David.
Where do they get the genealogies from?
They got it from from Joseph and Mary's side.
Pardon?
They got it from Joseph's side, his father, and Mary, his mother.
Where's your evidence for that? And
It's
who
the
wrote the
Bible
book of
itself.
Matthew?
It's in the Bible itself. What do you mean?
No,
Where's my
I
evidence?
don't find that's not authentic. Sorry, sir.
What, so hold on,
It's just anyone could have wrote that down. I'm sorry, sir.
hold
Anyone
on.
could have wrote that down.
So
But
now,
this is diverting from the argument. But
so
anyone
hold
could
on.
have wrote
That's
that
my
down.
point.
There's
That's
something
my
called the
point.
Book of
So
Genealogies, by
hold
the
on,
way,
yo, bro.
according to
Let
Jewish
me respond.
tradition. You know, the Table of Nations and all of that. It's called the
Can I
Book of
respond to?
Genealogies.
Can
This
I
is where they
respond to your
get
point?
who's related to who or da 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 da.
All right.
So it's not from Joseph or his mother. There was a tradition, like you said.
Okay.
So
Anyways,
I already
anyways,
know.
let's.
This is what you do when you know you're losing, bro. You
Okay,
always just
fine,
you
fine. I'm
start
losing. Fine,
interrupting. You start
fine,
talking over
fine.
people.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, Callum, I need to break my fast soon. It's 5:36. I
Okay.
need to break fast for like 6:10. So I'm trying to fly to the masjid with my son. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
So I've been
That's.
doing every day for Ramadan. So I
That's
want to
sweet, man.
keep it like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, man. That's good.
But we'll keep in touch, man. We'll keep in touch, man.
All
Yeah.
right, my brother.
Easy
Love.
bands. Stay blessed, man. God bless.
You too, man. Blessings, blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Here we go. All
all right,
right.
yo. So, Callum, can I just give my closing and then
Yeah.
I'll hop off as well?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So it was a great discussion. I mean, great topic that you brought up.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed everybody that came up, the discussion that we had. Asar, all these guys that came up. Respects to everybody. Salute. In closing, um, I say that Akan failed to prove his point that Muhammad is a descendant of Abraham. He basically came up with uh, some biology that was written in the 6th or 7th century. I'm not even sure. It's probably written after that. And there's no supporting evidence. There's no supporting records to basically to prove that claim. He failed to show continuation in tradition going back to these people. He tried to use the Bible or Christianity and Judaism or the Israelites uh, as uh, as a crutch, but these are two totally different, because in Christianity, Judaism, and basically the Hebrew religion, there's a continuation of tradition, etc., and it's right there in the Bible. So the only way he could get away from that is to say, "Oh, the Bible is not, reliable." So, in closing, once again, he's failed to prove his point. He tried to jump to the Bible, and that doesn't work. As usual, Christianity wins. Islam is false. I'll end it there.
All right. Let's see. We've got Aladdin, who's here right now. So,
Hi
greetings
everybody.
to you. Peace and blessings to you, my brother.
Peace and blessings.
Easy, you make me laugh when you say Christianity won, Islam lose. That's so funny. So ending your conversation this way, Give me a reason not to deal with someone like you because you are not rational. Because a rational person will not end up by saying, I won, you lose. A rational person will talk with rationality, with logic and evidence, but he will never end up by saying, you win, I lose. That's nonsense for me. I never claim to win or lose. It's up to the people to decide who's listening. Anyway, I don't want to waste your time because it's almost 2 a.m. here in my place. I just wanted to share this with my Muslim brother. I don't know if he's still around or not. I posted 2 links in the private chat. The first link is the book, which is talking about the lineage of Prophet Muhammad. It's English version. This is the most popular and authenticate books about the lineage of Prophet Muhammad until Abraham alayhi salam, and others until Adam by passing by Adnan. Okay, who comes from Abraham alayhi salam? It's there. Number two, I post you a link, the second link, which quote this part from the book that I post, talking about the lineage and the descent of Prophet Muhammad all the way to Adam alayhi salam, with an historical evidence, Islamic evidence, Islamic tradition. We call this book is Al-Rahiq al-Makhtoum. Kalam, you claim always to be a good reader or something, you study about Islam or you read, you're supposed to know about this book because this book is one of the most famous books in regard of the what you call the nasab of Prophet Muhammad Sallam, the lineage of our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallam. The title of the book in English, let me tell you what is the title in English, how they translate it in English, because I don't want to give you the wrong translation for the book, the wrong title. But in Arabic, actually, I have the book with me, it's in my hand. I have it in Arabic. The title of the book is Al-Rahiq al-Makhtoum. In English, they call it as the sealed nectar. The sealed nectar. The book is in front of you. Just brotherly advice, open the book and learn about the lineage of Prophet Muhammad from the right sources with an historical evidence, Islamic evidence, and Christian evidence as well. So that's what I know. That's what I wanted to share with you before I step up. And my last advice for you, easy, please. Don't say that I win and you lose. You win, I lose, I don't mind. It doesn't matter to me. That doesn't make sense to me anyway. Thank you very much. I know that you will wrap it up now. I'll step out. Thanks a lot. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Aladdin. Easy, did you want to say anything in response to that before we close out?
Yeah, I mean, when we come on and have debates, right? It's obviously because you want to win the debate. Like, so I don't know if he's just trying to be, humble or whatever it is, which is good, right? Or pretentious. That's what it seems to me. He's trying to be holier than thou. But the point of coming in and having a debate is to obviously win the debate and to prove your points right. So instead of attacking anything that I said in regards to his religion, or the points that the other brother said, he went into a personal attack, attacking my character. So that just says all you need to know about Islam and the people that, come from that religion. We'll just end it there. Again, he didn't prove nothing. He just said, oh, here's historical evidence, blah, blah, blah. But, I was waiting for him to show us the historical evidence. But he didn't prove nothing. I guess we'll have to read the book.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, we will definitely do more shows like this. So let me speak closer to the mic. Yeah, we definitely do more shows like this. I'm trying my very best to make sure that you guys were complaining that the audio wasn't as loud as it should be before. So we have increased the audio. Oh my God. And we got Aladdin back in the mix. Obviously, he's heard what Easy Band had to say. So I guess Easy Band is going to come back to try to respond to this.
No.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to correct Easy Band because they say that I'm humble or not. No, my friend. What I told you is written in the Holy Quran. What is the purpose of the discussion or a debate? It's written in the Holy Quran. It's in chapter 5, verse 17 and verse 72. Please read it. For me to have a discussion with a Christian, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about the purpose in the Holy Quran in chapter 5, verse 17 and verse 72. So please look it up. Then the book I gave you, that the book, it does not say that I did not answer you. The book has the full and complete answer. And it will take me maybe 2 or 3 hours to explain to you. So therefore, I gave you the links. So if you do not mind, because I cannot post any link on the live chat box, can you please share those links with your audience in the live chat box so they can also open the book and the link and read it. The second link is in Arabic, actually. You can click on the right side, then write English. So you'll have the complete details in English. But the book, the full book, is in English version. I gave you the English version. So please share the links with your audience so they can read the book as well. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I jumped in again before you wrap it up. Good night. Peace be with all of you. God bless you.
Okay. All right. There we go. So yeah. All right, cool. It is time for me to close down the show. So again, I just want to make sure that, let me know, family tree. I've tried a few things to change a few things. I've increased the volume on the mic. I'm even using the podcast mic as well, just to make sure that everything is coming out loud. So hopefully that solved that problem that he was having last time. But anyways, I'm about to go right now. Let me think. Can we do another show? And what would the show topic be? I don't know. I brought up this the other day, right? And Akan read it as well. He read, let's do this. Can I be controversial? Can I be controversial? So yeah, as you see here, this says here, this is the book of the biography of the apostle of God. Okay. Unlike Christians, I do hold on to Muhammad was the apostle of God. Unlike Muslims, they will disagree with me on him being the apostle of God. They call him the apostle of God. But when Kalam now breaks down the definition of what an apostle is, the Muslims will disagree with me also. So maybe we can do a show on this. I don't know if you guys, that man's a whitey. Yeah, maybe we can do a show on this, which breaks down why I call Muhammad the apostle of God. Okay, let me just, this is what he sent. Let's just put down the word apostle. Okay, let's see, where are we? Okay, let's reject all. Okay, one sent on a mission, such as one of the authoritative New Testament groups sent out to preach the gospel and made up especially Christ's 12 original disciples and Paul, the first prominent Christian missionary to a region or a group. So yeah, the first prominent Christian missionary to a region or group. That is what I call Muhammad. He was a prominent Christian missionary that was sent to the Arabian Peninsula and who had a vision of his Lord, Jesus Christ. And that's what made him an apostle. An apostle. That's my thesis anyway. So if anybody would like to have that discussion and debate whether Muhammad is the apostle of God according to early Islamic literature, come on in. You Muslims, not me. I don't call him the Rasul. I didn't make this up. You lot called him the Rasul. Yeah. Let's just do this. Translate. Let's do translate. You lot call him the Rasul, which means apostle. Let me do this. Let me just cause the problems. See? Right here. Yeah. Apostle. Right here. Al-Rasul. Yeah. Messenger, prophet, apostle, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Disciple even. Okay. So you lot call him an apostle, which is the Rasul. I'm just simply telling you, yeah, he was a Christian missionary who had a vision of Christ, who was sent out to specifically, as the Quran says, to the Arabs. Now, if anybody wants to come on and debate me on this topic, come on in. This is for the Christians and the Muslims. Anybody, I'll take the smoke. See, this is how you do stuff. You see, controversial stuff. Let's do controversy instead of the damn stupid old conversations that everybody has. But anyways, let me know if you guys are interested in doing something like that. I'm signing out right now. Let me just quickly read the comments. Bro, come back on in 5 hours, part 2. Paul versus Muhammad. Ooh, oh, you talking about the original Muhammad? Do you know what? I can be talking about the original Muhammad, but for this, I will. Okay, no, I would, because I can't do the later standard Islamic narrative because I would lose there. Okay, the later standard Islamic narrative I will lose, but the standard Islamic narrative that was the earliest standard Islamic narrative, I'll definitely win with that. Okay, I'll definitely win because the early Islamic narrative talks about that's first revelation that he had supposedly in the cave. He saw his Lord there. He saw his Lord, and they would tell you that this was a divine figuration of something that he saw. And then when he went to Waraka ibn Naful, he now says to him that was the nomos. And then for any Christian who knows, well, most Christians don't know this again because it's only Kalam that knows this stuff because I read Christian literature. This is what upsets me, yeah, because it's like, why is it only me? Because I realize I'm more Christian than Christians. I'm more Muslim than Muslims because I've damn near read all the anti-Christian, anti-Nicene fathers, right? And it's like, do you know how many I don't think you know the volumes, the thousands of pages that I have to read, yeah, just to understand Christianity from the early stage. And nobody else does this. And then when I come up with this stuff, it sounds like I'm crazy. Anyways, let me quickly do this. Nomos. Let's do this. Nomos. There you go. Right here. Let's quickly do this. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's make it bigger. Okay. Do you remember when Waraka said it was the nomos that he saw? Listen to this. Nomos is a medium of revelation, paralleling logos in anti-Nicene Christianity by E. Luther Copeland. In the beginning was the law, and the law was with God, and the law was God, and the law became flesh and dwelt amongst us, full of grace and truth. What if there had been in the New Testament such a statement identifying Jesus of Nazareth with the eternal law, nomos, as there is in John 1:1-14, identifying him with the eternal word, logos. The idea is not as remote as it may appear at first glance, but because there are passages in the post-biblical literature of the early church where Jesus Christ is in fact identified with nomos, though not in the bold ontological cadences of the Johannine prologue. It is the thesis of this paper that the anti-Nicene Christianity, there was the beginning of an apologetic whereby nomos was used as an interpretive principle to enhance the understanding of the universal meaning of Jesus of Nazareth, paralleling the usage of logos with similar motivation, but that this nomos strand, apologetic, unlike that associated with logos, remains underdeveloped. Before pursuing this thesis, however, it may be appropriate to ask whether nomos was in any way qualified or for utilization along with the logos as a medium for the cosmic interpretation of the Christ. An affirmative answer seems to be indicated, at least tentatively, because the nomos concept was quite prominent and bore universal connotations both in the biblical and in the Greek. Okay, so we can see right there, nomos was actually another usage in early Christianity to say Jesus. Okay, just as logos is also used to say Jesus. Yeah, powerful stuff, you know, very, very powerful stuff. Let me see if I can do something quickly. Nomos. There you go. So you can actually see it. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Give me a book. Give me a book quickly. Give me a book. Give me a book. Give me a book. Oh, why are we not giving me a book? Oh, no, let me do PDF. PDF. There you go. I wanted to just show you something, at least. Yeah. No. Ooh, Justin Martyr. Let me use Justin Martyr. Jesus, nomos Jesus, Justin Martyr. Let's try that. Justin Martyr. Anyways, I'll show it to you another time. I'm trying to do things off the fly, right? I was going to show you where other Christian early fathers were calling Jesus the Nomos. So if early Christianity utilized the word Nomos for Jesus, right? And then Waraka ibn Naful, when he heard, who is a Christian, by the way, who heard from Muhammad that his revelation, and he didn't know what being arrived to him, Waraka says that was the Nomos. Translation, that was Jesus. That's a brand new take on Islam, isn't it? And then Muslims are going to shout at me and say, Kalam, you're a liar, you're a fraud, you're crazy. But I'm like, okay, you can say all these things. I'm not making it up. This is what Waraka said, Namuz. I know Christianity, and I know that was just another name for Jesus. Just as we know that Logos is another name for Jesus. Just as we know that the Word of God is another name for Jesus. But anyways, I sound like I'm the crazy one for simply stating that, you know, Muhammad, if you go by the revelation, had an encounter with Jesus. But anyways, I will bow out from now and keep it moving. Yes, I'm saying right now, I'm not saying that this really happened, obviously. I'm simply saying that according to the story, the storytellers wanted to make it look like Muhammad got a revelation from Jesus. Yes. Because in order to be an apostle, you need to have a revelation from Jesus. You had to have seen the whole meaning of the word apostle. Okay, let me do that again. Let me show you guys this. Apostle. Let me show you. This is basic stuff though. Okay. Okay, you got the 12 who were named apostle. Okay. All right. Paul himself, let's read it. Paul himself claimed the title apostle, apparently on the grounds that he had seen the Lord and received a commission directly from him. This appears to be in agreement with the conditions in Acts that a newly appointed apostle should be capable of giving eyewitness testimony to the Lord's resurrection. According to some early Christian writers, however, some were called apostles after the period covered by the New Testament. Okay, so the word also has been used to designate a high administrative or ecclesiastic officer. So Muhammad claims that he saw his Lord, right? Claims that he saw his Lord. If you go back into the early stuff, they'll tell you this was a divine revelation because the person was sitting on a cursory, i.e. a throne. Sorry, an arush, no, and cursory, a throne in the heavens. Cool. This is, and obviously if you know the Paul story, he saw, you know, in heavens. Anyways, you know this is a divine revelation, right? So he saw his Lord. Cool. Then Warakat says this is the nomos. Cool. Then he receives his commission. So there you go. You have eyewitness of the resurrected Christ who is commissioning you with the Quran to go out to humanity and preach the gospel and to warn them. This is what early Islam was trying to teach. It was very much so a very Christian message. Okay? Anyways, I want the smoke. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm a liar. Tell me I'm doing something mad with the scriptures when I'm just simply reading. Most of you guys never knew, again, because I know this might come, you know, later on in the years, you know, when certain things become popular. Yeah, the numbers is Christ. Cool. Remember where you heard it first. In fact, I said this like 5 years ago. I brought this up 5 years ago. And up to now, actually, nobody's really talking about it, but I'm the first one to show you guys this type of stuff. Because I read a lot. Alhamdulillah. Anyways, family tree. I'm keeping it moving. Yeah, I'm keeping it moving. Let me see. Kalam, you should make a t-shirt like James would so that nobody dares touch you. Yeah. All right. So family tree, I'm going to go right now. Peace and blessings to you all. Hopefully we can do another show. If you guys are down for another show, you said 5 hours. It's possible, inshallah. And actually, no, I've got to work early in the morning. I've got a busy day. But yeah, holla. Let me see. Let me sign out now. Do. So peace and love to you all. Kalam L is gone. See you guys later.